Hello, welcome to Solo Playthroughs. We got a good one to start the week with a playthrough of Mage Knight and our favorite Arythea. We have a... I almost read my own comment. I was running 10 minutes late. Sorry. I wanted to smell good for y'all and just had some tech stuff I wanted to finally work out. Got some coloration a little bit tweaked because, you know, I can't help myself. I just like to tweak things. So here we are at 1:10 Eastern Standard Time. Sorry for those of you who were here early and like, why is he late? He wants to be here at 1. It is now 1:10. Yes, that's right. Or whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. And Warlord Drake, my friend, we have issues. Gonna live 2 in 2 hours. Good luck. NF? I don't know what NF is. I mean, I think I know what NF is. This is probably zoomed too far in. Let me get a little more distance so I have a little more playroom to work with my big noggin over here. Cool, what's up, Warlord Drake? That is Dursu Salazar, also known as the designer of Return of Apocalypse Dragon. And yeah, thank you for stopping in. And I'm assuming my audio is good. Otherwise, Dursu probably would have said something. Got a few people in the waiting room already. Excited to get this thing started. I have not touched this box of goodness that we call Mage Knight since the epic win on take 5 of Mind's Liberation. It will indeed feel very good to try something that is not Mind's Liberation, although that was super fun. Thank you for hanging with me. I'm sure some of you were sick of that scenario by the end, but glad we were able to pull off a pretty fun victory with Bravelar, of all people, clearly the strongest of the mages. I need to redo my rankings because I think I had Bravelar at 6. Go figure. I've really tried to think about why Bravelar might be better suited for that scenario than some of the others, and I'm coming up blank. I think it was just randomness and picking out the Horn of Wrath, and just some really cool things came together in that playthrough that were super, super awesome, and again, was super glad to pull off that win. Oh, Warlord says, HF, have fun. You have fun too, sir. You have fun too. Let me get a dummy player before I get too in the weeds on this. I'm going to roll a d6. I don't know what that roll was. To my left, I have Goldix, Norwas, Wolfhawk, who are you? Tovak, Krang, and Bravelar. I rolled a 2. We get Norwas. Ooh, Bonds of Loyalty for the win, please. We are going to set the levels for this at 11:18. That means we're going to have only 1 Megapolis instead of 2. I think that's a good idea. And for me, I'm trying to march up to 11:22 over the next few times I feature Solo Conquest. So that will be a good challenge for me. I've never done it. I'm not even sure I've actually done 11:18 before. Seems doable, you know. I think once you start getting into double Megapolis playthroughs, that first city becomes an absolute nightmare. So if I can kind of stick at 11, if you don't mind me all sticking at 11 until we get up to 22, and then I could kind of figure out what I want to do with Solo Conquest after the fact. Obviously, I'm still going to be cycling in Volkare's Quest, Volkare's Return, and some of the Tesla scenarios over the next few months. So, you know, it's going to be a while. It's kind of make it one of the goals of 2023 to actually accomplish a victory at 11, that the city levels 11-22. I also have not forgotten about Solo Conquest Blitz, either version for that matter, either the 2-city version or the 1-city version. And yeah, lots of good Mage Knight goodness. Good Mage Knight goodness. You heard it here first. What a wonderful, well thought out saying that is. All right, I'm going to stack Arythea skills. Remember, I am using the competitive skill in here. I have the cooperative skill, discoloration issue, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to use a competitive skill and proxy in the cooperative skill if I draw it at any point. Let me roll the source. So that's done. We get a white, a blue, and a black. The black is obviously useless during the day, but c'est la vie. Warlord Drake, I hope tonight my audience doesn't ask for Mind's Liberation because I don't feel ready. I'd like to try live stream Blitz Volky Return, though. Yeah, Volkare's Return on Blitz is interesting. It's probably the least of all the solo scenarios, it's probably the one I've played the least. I know I put it on the channel once, maybe twice. I don't know. For me, the epicness of the full return kind of works for me a little bit better, actually a lot better. And if I want to play return and I want to play against Volcare, I'm probably gonna want to do the full one. But I mean, there's already again, it's not as random and difficult as Mind's Liberation, especially if you're depending on how you're tweaking the levels. But there's definitely the way those tiles come out and the way that exploration can really work to just absolutely derail your game before you even get to that final epic showdown. I still say again, the best experience I ever had in a game of Mage Knight was my first time I beat Volcare's Return on Legendary. I did it with Norowas, and it was just one of the best solo gaming experiences I've ever had. So I think that is part of it, where I don't think Blitz will ever live up to the full return experience just because of that one game that will always stand out in my memory. Memories like the shadow of my mind. Yeah, start the singing early today, people. That's what we're doing. I did count these before off camera, so there are 16 cards here in Arythea's deck. We're going to shuffle these up, get her D deck ready for the first day. We're going to get I'm just using Bravelar's D deck here because who cares? Again, you could use 16 pieces of paper. It doesn't matter as long as 4 are blue, 4 are green, 4 are white, and 4 are red. So we're going to shuffle these up, put that here. Let me get Norowas's figure because I use that as a timing mechanism to remember when I've declared end of round or not. I'm going to shuffle up the Tremor. Wow. I'm going to shuffle up the spell deck. Tremor just happened to be on the top. Not going to do the card camera today. It definitely takes a little bit more setup, and just didn't have the few minutes I would have needed for that. But I've been trying this new secondary view with my secondary Brio camera, where I'm just sitting across the table, so you're basically getting the view as if like you were sitting across the table from me in real time. So I think it just gives a different perspective, and I think that will look really good as the map develops. But again, if there are cries for the card camera to come back, please let me know. I'm going to try to, I kept this area a little bit wider than normal, so hopefully I can just have my hand splayed out for you all to see and kind of play along. That way, I know when I first started doing these, the lighting was so bad you couldn't even see the cards in my hand at all, and hopefully we've come a long way since then. All right, we're going to set up the spell offer. So the starting spell offer, we have Restoration and Rebirth, we have Expose and Mass Expose, and we have Flame Wall and Flame Wave. That's a really nice spell offer to start this off. I definitely like Expose. I like Flame Wall. So some really, really strong options there. We'll put this up there. Let me shuffle the advanced actions. Advanced actions are shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. I mean, honestly, I feel that song is the truth. It is the truth. Every day I am shuffling. All right, let's set up the advanced action offer. At the bottom, we have Pathfinding, which I was playing in a very cheaty way. Last time I took it, we have Power Crystals. Don't mind that card at all. And then we have Steady Tempo. Sorry, I don't have enough space to show both the art and the writing. I know there was a request for that. I would prefer to see the writing. I know I've seen these cards a million times, but having the writing available for me to read and remind myself exactly what every card does, I think would be more important than showing the art. And I am trying to make maximum space for everything else other than the card offers. So that's my explanation. I'm sticking to it. I can't remember if I shuffled what's your name? What's your name? I'm Norowas, the friendly elf. All right, cool. I don't remember if I shuffled Norowas's deck or not, so we're gonna shuffle it again. Even if I didn't, even if I did, is what I meant to say. We have the advanced action deck over there. Gonna shuffle the artifact deck, and then all the shuffling will indeed be finito. Finished in Spanish because I'm bilingual or something. We're gonna put these cards over here. And we'll put that stone on there to remind me that is indeed the artifact deck. I don't know, it's something I've done for years, so why stop now? We're going to set up the unit offer for the first day, the first round. We have the Scouts, We have the peasants, and we have the Utham swordsman. I know the units a little bit better than all the advanced actions, a lot better than all the advanced actions. So I'm fine showing the art there. And we're Sagitt to rejoice in the fact that his scouts have shown up for battle. I'm sure he'll be very happy when he sees that. I'm going to shuffle the 6 core non-city tiles. I'm going to roll a die. We're going to get 2 of these. So I'm going to get number 3. And we're going to get number 6. There is no number 6. So I already took one out. There is no number 6. I already took one out. And another 3. So that's that. And then we're going to shuffle the core city tiles. I do have Volkaire's camp in there. If we pull Volkaire's camp, we'll just adjust and play against Volkaire's camp. That will indeed affect win rate and make the game a lot harder. I like the variety. I don't mind having a few extra losses. It is what it is. So that's just what I prefer to do. Number 2 and number 3, and then I'm going to put these off to the side because when we get to the Megapolis, we are going to need to be able to draw our second city for the Megapolis, assuming we get there, because we might not. We have Madi. Hello, sir. Mahaba Madi. Hope you are doing well. Glad to see you in the chat. We're going to roll the die and get these fully randomized. So that's a 3, that's a 1. And that's that. So this is the bottom of the terrain deck, the terrain deck. And now we're going to shuffle up the countryside tiles. We're going to take 7. So funny. Like I've done this a million times and I'm still, is it really 7? Maybe it's 8. I don't know. What? No, it's definitely 7 for Solo Conquest. So we're going to do that. Is it? I'm like questioning myself. Someone confirm to me that it's 7 because this is silly. Why am I in my head? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The rest of those can come out of. Maybe it's 8. I feel like it's 8. I feel like it's 8. I haven't played Solo Conquest in a minute, obviously. Full Conquest. Solo Conquest. No, it's 7. Yeah, there's 7 and 7 out. Why do you question yourself, Greg? Why? I don't know. That's out. These are in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These will go on top of the terrain deck. 2 we're going to start on the board. And here we have a Orc, a Mage Tower. I do like that with that offer. So that indeed looks a very strong contender for where I'm going in round 1. And then we have a deep mine in the desert. We have a maze, we have a village, and then we have a keep. So let me get these enemies on the board. So the marauding Orc is going to go over here, and as the title says, I was trying to do something with like one of these days these boots are going to walk all over you, and boots will walk all over orcs. I don't know. Title of this video, it needs work, man. It needs work. I need to maybe I'll retitle it later, but one of these days these boots are gonna walk all over orcs. I mean, it has a nice ring to it. I think someone should call me for a record label still. Madi says it is 7. Thank you, Madi. I looked it up anyway because I'm a gooberhead. It's an official term. It combines the terms goober and head into its own thing. It's a very technical thing. If you don't know the full meaning, I would encourage you to look it up. All right, we have Arythea's ready to go on the portal with her boots. They're on, and she's gonna walk. And there's an orc. We're gonna go that way because that tile is definitely the better place to go. There's no recruitment opportunities, which is a tad bit unfortunate. I mean, part of me is like, maybe I go to this village and then I can do the maze and then do the keep. That's going to be a lot to pull off. I mean, that's the movement you're going to need there. If I do get a lot of influence and movement and can potentially recruit the peasants, it's not the worst idea, though. It will give me a pillage opportunity. But again, that's very card intensive to do this, then go to the maze, kind of get to level 4, which is what I'm going to want to get the spell, then do the keep. I think I'd rather take the sure thing, knock out the Mage Tower garrison, get that spell, kill this orc. That's another 3 fame, which is nice. And then maybe I can even do some exploring. I mean, getting into the wastelands and then spending the 4 movement. I mean, you're talking 2, 4, 7, 11, 15 movement just to get into that maze. Another 2 movement to get into that keep. I mean, you're talking 17 movement. That's just too much for 1 round, and I really want to again get moving, get some exploring done. And if I'm going to get a spell anyway, I might as well just take the one that's a little bit lower hanging fruit. My opening hand is going to be a march, a stamina, a determination, a threaten, and a swiftness. Swiftiness for the win. All right, that is my opening hand. I'm going to take planning as my tactic. It'd be helpful if I took the tactics out of the box. That would indeed have been a good thing for me to do. Here they are. Here they are. I found him. I found him. All right, that's done. And tactics. So we're taking planning. We're going to roll for Norowas. Norowas is going to take early bird out of the game. And Norowas is now going to be first. Remember, every tactic comes out of the game. So you use all the tactics once between you and the player of dumminess. That is going to go there. All right. Ooh, Damsel. Hey, Shampoo. It's Marty's birthday. Will you please wish him? Sure. Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday, Marty. I mean, we can sing if you want. That's great. Devin Palmer, just in time. Woo, good luck. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna need it. Norowas' first turn. It is a white card. Oh, I'm doing a lot of things wrong. It's a blue card and a blue card. It'd be helpful if I actually, remembered how to play this game. We're gonna take out Norowas' special card and his list of tactics. And we have to give him a starting inventory. I knew something felt like wrong, but I was like, we'll get there. We always get there, kids. I mean, not always. Usually get there. This is where I need Saget, just reminding me how to play. I get all confused. So that is a blue card. We have no blue crystals in Norowas' inventory, so that is it. So we still have 13 cards left and went through one of the 4 cursed white cards. White cards are especially bad for us early in this game, because of how quickly Umi Norowas is going through their deck. All right, I digress. Let's try to move into this. I think we moved there. That's where I want to move. Ugh, I'm scared to use that offer too much because of the there's already a black in there, but hopefully I don't keep rolling blacks. But we've all seen how, I play this game and how good I am at rolling exactly what I don't want to roll. So I'm going to use this blue. That's move 4. I'm going to use threaten sideways for move 5. That's going to get me into that deep mine. Since I'm adjacent to this and it's day, I'm going to reveal it is a fire mage. That is fine. He's not, he'll give me 3 wounds. I'm not blocking him. Yep, I'm not blocking him. There's no chance, but I can kill him pretty easily, so I'm not that worried. I will take a green crystal because I think green will be the most flexible. Yeah, I think green's going to be the most flexible for me, and that will work. So I'm going to roll this die, reset the. I rolled the black. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. I hate dice so much. I played Champions of Midgard twice in the last week, and I definitely threw a die across the room, which was super mature of me, by the way. Oh man, I'm playing too many bones on Wednesday. I don't know, man. Why do I play dice games? We have Rage, we have Tranquility. That will come in handy. So again, the green's super flexible. That will be helpful. And then we have Mana Pull. Don't mind that. Mana Pull, again, is Arythea's version of Mana Draw. It's super, super flexible. You can use 1 additional die from the source this turn. If it's black, you produce 1 mana of any color. So again, it is one way to be able to take advantage of the blacks in the offer. So maybe it's good that I rolled a black because it's wild for our girl Arythea here. All right, planning is still in place, so I'll leave that there. Norowas' second turn. Norowas gets a green, gets a green, gets a blue. Going nice and slow, Norowas. I like it. Thank you very much. You are the best. I will send you a postcard to thank you. All right. What am I doing? I'm going to set a data any source. I think I just used Mana Pull to totally reset the source. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to play Mana Pull. I'm going to power with the white. It's going to let me take 2 mana dice from the source and set them to any color except gold. Gain a mana of each color. I'm going to gain myself a green and a green. So I get 2 green mana. Those dice are not re-rolled at the end of this. I have greens everywhere, but that's fine. Now I'm going to use the 1 green to power March. I'm going to move into the Mage Tower. That does cause me an immediate loss of reputation. We're fighting the Fire Mage. I have not a chance of blocking him. I would need block 12. Not going to happen, so I'm going to take 3 wounds. 1, 2, and 3. And now I need 5 physical attack to defeat them, so I'm going to use... maybe I don't want the 2 greens. I'm going to set this to a green and a white. It's probably the best move. Sorry about that. So then I'm going to power swiftness with the white, so that gives me an attack 3. It's range attack 3, but it just becomes a regular attack 3 when you are in the melee phase. And then I will add to that determination. I still have concentration. Maybe I don't get rid of the... Maybe I don't use swiftness, because then I could just... but I can't defeat him with range attack anyway, because he's behind a wall. What a jerk. Alright, then I have another rage. I have determination. That's fine. I'll just use the rage. I'll try to block that so I don't get any more wounds. So that's going to be attack 5. That kills the fire mage. That gives me 5 fame. I put a shield on top of the mage tower. I'm going to get my reward and a level up in that order in 1 second. So let me clean up my play area. These do not get rerolled. Oh, and then after the combat, I'm going to use the green crystal I got from the deep mine to heal 2. That will still leave me with 2 cards, so planning will still trigger, but let me take care of tranquility. Take care of that healing while I have tranquility and the extra green. Of course, my inventory is now totally depleted, but the source is now a lot better. I do re-roll the white. The white is green, so green's everywhere. Those go away. These all go on my discard. I'm going to get my level up. My level up is... I mean, that's a very tough choice, actually. I really like expose. I really like expose. It's so good. I like expose, but flame wall is very strong. And hopefully I can get both of them over the course of the next 2 rounds. Let me get exposed for now, which does mean I could make them lose resistances, and I won't have the 2 whites though. That's fine. We'll do what I did. I'm wondering if I should go back, make that a red instead of a white, use the rage, kept the swiftness, but I'm also getting rid of determination. But then I can make them lose all resistances and fortifications. I think this is fine. So we'll keep that. It's a tough choice. I'm not sure I'm making the right one, but we're going to go with it. And then we have Burning Shield over here. Alrighty then. This is going to go top my deck. We now do our level up. I'm going to grab one of my skills. My options are hello wound management right off the jump. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have got rid of those wounds. We have Power of Pain. Once a turn, you can play a wound sideways as if it were a non-wound card. It gives +2 instead of +1. At the end of the turn, put the wound in your discard pile. Or we have Invocation. Once a turn, discard a wound to gain a red or a black mana token. Discard a non-wound card to gain a white or a green mana token. You must spend the mana token gained this way immediately, or you cannot use this ability. I will take the Invocation. I think that mana is going to be a little bit more important than just spending the wound sideways for +2, and getting the ability to get black cards, especially with the spells I want to pick up, I think is super important. So that's out. We're going to add one of Norwas's skills to the deck. It is for each ready and unwounded unit you have, up to 3. You can get a move 1 every turn. That could be very strong. And now over here, these are all good. I love steady tempo. I like power of crystals. I'm not a huge fan of giving Norwas. I mean, just the heal, the move, the draw 2 cards, gaining crystals. All that could be really strong. Steady Tempo is also really good. Steady Tempo's really good. Gives me a lot of movement options. None of them are combat. And Pathfinder is interesting. Reducing the cost of movement of all terrains by 2 can be really strong. Problem is well, there's no blue crystals. It's not like Norwas. I mean, I play the dual color cards as if they count as both cards, so they could be especially brutal to put in the dummy player's deck. But it doesn't look like Norwas is going to get any blue crystals to their inventory at all, at least not for the first half of this game, which is what's going to matter. So the question is, I think that this gives me the move 4 anyway. Steady Tempo is there, so I can grab that later. So I think this is going to be more important than pathfinding. Yeah, just the flexibility of power crystals, I think, is what's going to put that over the edge for me. And then refreshing walk. So not the most amazing of advanced action offers, but lots of movement and heal. Again, heal isn't necessarily what I want when I'm playing with Arythea. So we're going to pick up to our hand limit, which is 5. Planning's going to trigger, so we're going to grab 6. So I have power of crystals. We have expose. We have crystallize, and we have march. So I have no ability to kill that dude. I have no ability to get influence. I can't kill him, I guess. I can get attack 4. I just take a wound. Take 2 more wounds. I'm not really that upset about that. I can heal them right away with power crystals. Get crystallized. That's fine. We got some options. Alright, so that's the end of my second turn. Norwas gets a white, a red, and a red. Nothing doing. My turn, I'm going to... I think I fight this dude. Again, I'm not that scared of wounds because of that. I can't really use them now anyway, but, you know, it is what it is. I can... attack 2. Discard crystallize just to get a white. I mean, it'd take me 6 block to block him. So I guess I could block him, but I need this 4 attack, so that's fine. So I'm gonna attack this dude across the wall. He's shoot. Doorbell ring. Let me go pick up. I think it's a package, so and I live in a city. So hold on 1 second. Wait, when did the audio turn off? Weird. When did the audio go off? Uh-oh. The chance of him rolling ages ago. Damn it! All right. Well, let me give you the truncated version. I'm sorry about that. Did I shut the audio off when I went upstairs? Maybe. Oh, that's rough. All right, let me check up on the chat. So just in time, woohoo, nice, not too late. Aries, you can solo champions in Midgard. No, you cannot solo champions in Midgard. I actually have friends I play games with. Norwest should have a blue crystal too. No, Norwest's crystals are 2 white and a green to start. I know it feels like it should be a blue. I always think that too because he is like light blue, but no, it's just 2 whites and a greens. Or maybe I've been setting it correctly. The perils of solo gaming, yeah, no doubt. Take exposed, the little white crystal to Norway. I agree with that, Warlord. Definitely one of the reasons I did not take that. I did take exposed. Jonathan's steady tempo, still muted. Audio is missing, muted. I know audio, sound, no sound, muted. He hasn't seen chat in a second. And he'll notice soon. Solo playthroughs. I bet he's telling all the wonderful things about the game now. And I bet it's fascinating. I'm sad to think of all the singing we missed out on. Audio missing. We just need to use our imagination, and the wolves will never get back. Solo playthroughs. The chance of rolling that is 1 in 2016. Yay, ages ago, 2 turns ago. I think he'll get some extra wolves when he notices. Woof woof. Ever since you got back, or 3 turns ago, when you left for the door. Awesome. Thank you, Jonas, Devin, White Donkey, Jonathan, Catnip, Mr. Talim, and Joey. What's up, Joey? Dursu. Great. What a chat. My bad. I don't know why I even turned it off to go upstairs, but I did. So, and it wasn't even a package. It was someone for my contractors team who locked himself up. So I needed to let him in so they can get upstairs and do installation work, which is super exciting news for you. So here we are. So the new offer is the peasants, the shock troops, and the thugs. Norwas got a green crystal, and he got another green card in there. So that's not ideal. And the offer is we added chill after we took flame wave, and we added cure. On my last 2 turns, I spent 7 influence to get flame wave because I think when you have an opportunity to get something like flame wave when you're playing at levels this high, you should probably take it. I definitely got a little unlucky in how my cards came out and how the offer was. Having the 3 greens was a little unfortunate because I think I could have had just a little bit more productive last turn if I could have gone there, gone some exploring. So spending the 3 cards sideways I did to get there just puts me in a better position. I did consider staying in the Mage Tower for a recruitment opportunity, but there was no guarantee that I was going to get a unit that I could use. Plus, I feel a little bit behind. I haven't explored any tiles. And if I had stayed in the Mage Tower, at minimum would have been cost 4 move just to get there because of the wall. So I think that catches you all up to speed. So you didn't miss too much exciting. When you left for the door. Great. So I hope everyone feels caught up. Here's another woof for the ones that you missed. I don't think there was much singing, so you don't have to worry about missing out on that. And hopefully I will stop doing that. That's the 3rd time I've done that in the last month or 2 months. It's bad habits die hard, kids. That's all I'm saying. All right, let me draw on my starting hand. We have expose. We have a crystallize. We have a flame wave. Flame wall. We have concentration. Oh man, we have Zilcho Movemento. Am I literally taking preparation just to get a movement card? I indeed think I am. Wow. I mean, I can't not move. That's not great. I do like preparation for other things, but preparation for the win. So we're taking that because I don't have a movement card. Norwas rolls a 2, so they take long night for me, and they are going to go first. What movement card do I want, kids? I'm gonna take, it doesn't really matter. Of course, March was next one off. I'll take this March because, no, it's easy for me to get, it's a lot easier for me to get green than blue, so I'll take this stamina. And I can get a green or a white using that. White Donkey, I've been doing that for 3 years now during long work meetings. It's just a thing. I could have just left it on. I was just running upstairs. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if my brain works. Who understands the way of the Greg? Certainly, certainly not me. All right, this could be very unlucky depending on what I explore there. So hopefully I don't get anything that's going to jam me up too much. Norwas is going to go first again. They get a white, they get a red, they get a blue, so they have 14 cards left in their deck. My turn, I'm going to discard crystallize, get a green. I'm going to use that green to power concentration and then use concentration to play stamina, and that's going to be a move 6. With that move 6, I'm sending my first 2 points of movement to move here. Excellent, excellent tile. Who could be happier? So again, 2 problems with that if it was a core tile, because 1, it's on the coast, 2, it is only adjacent to 1 tile. If it's a countryside tile, you can't put that because the tile it's going adjacent to is in turn adjacent to 2, and that's all we needed. That is such an unbelievably fantastic roll card tile for me. I literally could not have hand selected a better tile for me. It's freaking amazing. Who's happy? I'm happy. All right, let's go to put this keep tile there. And then I have 4 more move, but oh man, I mean, it's a little waste. If I knew it was going to be that good, I'm going to go here. I'm going to stop there. And then I'm going to use the white from the source to get myself some peasants. Yes, sir. I'm also eyeing those thugs, but I'm also eyeing that keep and potentially looking at a shock troop situation. But I am going to need to move this way to put a tile out, because if I'm out there, I'm going to be in no man's land and I won't be able to explore anymore. So I mean, I could go here, explore there, but then I'm basically forgoing any opportunities to do some goodness there. This is going to be move 5 because it's night, so that's not great. But that was an excellent, excellent tile for me, and I will take it. I will definitely take it. So I'm going to re-roll this die. It is black because that's what I do. These come out. I still have my 2 spells in hand. I'm drawing out to my hand limit, which is 5, and stuck at 5. We have a rage. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me again. Swiftness. Wolf. I have no access to red. Otherwise, I could use threaten to get myself the thugs. The thugs aren't great, but I like the shock troops a lot, actually. I do think I go there. If I move here, get the white, move there, get the white, explore. Again, my movement cards are just not coming out, and that's a problem. Slow going, kids. I do have this move to there, which I probably use just to get this round moving a little jump started. So that's a green, that's a blue, that's a red. Norwas is cooperating, has 11 cards left. My turn. I'm going to woof. I'm going to move 2, move 3, move 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, exploring. Good tile. We have a dungeon, we have a mage tower, and we have another keep. Mage tower, keep, and dungeon. Now the question is, do I do the keep or do I just do the dungeon? The dungeon is potentially more attractive. Since I ended my turn on a white mine, I will take a white crystal. These go away. I draw to my hand limit. My hand limit is still only 5. Swiftness. Oh my gosh, dude. Where the heck are my movement cards? Like, it's just really bad. Somehow my stamina and my 2 marches got buried. The only thing I'm getting are my swiftness, which isn't great. I'm just taking way too many turns to go through way too few cards. It does make a strong argument just to go to that dungeon. If I can conquer the dungeon this round, I have a ton of exploring to do. So then I could just hopefully get all the movement cards I need to explore my face off in future rounds. That's right, my face literally right off. Just gonna Explorer. But I like the shock troops. I just don't see how I'm getting the shock troops. I mean, influence cards. Yeah, both promise and threaten are out. Getting the shock troops is probably not a realistic thing as much as I do like them. So Norwas gets a green, gets a blue, gets a green, 2 more cards. So they went through 10 cards. They have 7 cards left in their, nope, 6 cards left in their deck. Oh, right. They went through 11 cards. They have 6 cards left in their deck. That's correct. My turn. Man. I mean, do I just freaking gamble? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 of these cards give me movement. Improvisation. So 4 out of 9 give me movement. There's really none of these I want to drop. Although I could drop determination. Then I'm drawing 2 out of 9. Hope 1's of movement. I get move 4. I can move in here. I'm actually gonna. I don't have a blue mana though, so I'm gonna definitely need that to be a green, unless I get mana draw. All right, I'm playing swiftness to move, and then I'm gonna just drop determination because I need to get a movement card. So I'm drawing 2 more cards. Improvisation will do, and then power of crystals. That's a nice move 4. I can make this work. Yeah, I can make this work. I think I try to do the dungeon the very next turn, which is a little crazy, but I've got to keep this thing moving. Norawas gets a green, a red, and a green. Woof. Not happy. All right, I'm discarding improvisation to get a green. Improvisation costs me 2 cards anyway, so doing this way, it still costs me 2 cards, and I get the 4 movement I need. I'm going to use that green to power our crystals. Again, invocation can be very strong, and now I'm in the dungeon. In the dungeon, I have some pretty strong cards. I have no access to a red, however. Well, if I take a wound in the block phase, I will have access to a red. The problem with that theory is if I pull Medusa, I'm not gonna be able to block her. And that is bad. Oh, man, I have so much in my deck left. I gotta risk it and just hope I don't pull Medusa. I mean, there's not a lot I like. I still have Tranquility, so I can heal if I need to. Remember, I could always use wounds to trigger things. So if it's Medusa, I might be resetting this because it's ever be not worth playing this out at this level. And I pulled the dungeon. I pulled Medusa. That's it. That's game. I definitely pulled Medusa. Wow. I can't block her. Retime. Reset. How the heck did I pull Medusa, dude? All right, do over. I liked how that was going too. Until I didn't. My cards just came out in all funky orders, kids. I am very much resetting this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You go back there. 16. Starting deck is here. I like. I can't. You can't make this stuff up, dude. Like I don't even know if I would believe the crap that happens. And I'm like, all right, anything but this. I mean, there's 20 tokens in that bag. How do I pull Medusa? Sorry. I'm good. I'm good. The chat's just in shock. You're all just like, what? What's happening? Yeah, we're resetting. That's what we're doing. We are going to reset. I'm going to keep Norawas, though. There's no point in doing a new dummy player. All this crap is out. Shuffling the skills. I'll keep the core tiles. I'll just draw new countryside tiles because, again, I don't know anything about them, so that's all still random. I do have to put this in here. That was egregious. It's really bad. Re-rolling the dice. 3 golds. Wow, I'm just rolling triples today, kids. A red, a green, and a black. They're gonna go in here. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh my god. I'm still like a little bit in shock. Tony, wait, I just get the chance to join and you're done. I mean, well, we're not done for the day. We're just done with that game. So, because I was like, draw anything. Fun day so far, huh? I mean, it was going really well. I had 2 very strong spells, and then I needed to pull literally any other monster out of the bag than Medusa. And I made the cardinal mistake of saying that out loud. All right, regular units. We got peasants. They won't go away. Foresters. Oh, they're really strong. And the Utham guardsmen. I already did this. I'm not sure why I'm looking at this again. Advanced actions. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Where the heck is their advanced action card? Advanced, oh, there it is. That's out. This is here. Red. Reshuffling the advanced actions. I mean, I think Medusa might have paralyzed the whole chat, Tony. Everyone else is. It's like, it is like watching Beetlejuice. Whatever name you say comes up. I mean, I would think that I was rigging it. I really would. I'd be like, no, there's just no way, right? I would be like, I could put like little dots of glue or something on the back that you couldn't see on camera. I mean, it's bananas, man. Bananas, I say. Shuffling these. Now you all get to watch me shuffle more. It's like I told you, every day I'm shuffling. Some days I shuffle twice. This better be worth it. Hey, Flame Wall's back. It is funny how, like, I swear cards, it must be something with my shuffling, because I swear there's like cards I won't see for like a month of games or 2 months of games, and all of a sudden they just pop up in every single game of mine. Regeneration, Crystal Mastery, and Blood of the Ancients. Man, these advanced action offers have been crap, though. I'm not gonna lie. Sagitt would have loved this. I mean, I think... Where is he? Where's Sagitt? He probably laughing his ass off somewhere. He knows. He knows. Or he sensed it. He sensed the disturbance in the forest, and he's going to show up in like a second and be like, Dah! That's how he laughs. It's weird. You didn't know I met him in person once, and he laughs really strange. Just like that. All right, these go away. Let me get the countryside tiles back. Again, I'm not going to redo the core tiles because there's no reason. We're going to get 7 of these suckers. Man, this first day was like great, and then it just all of a sudden, like, everything fell to crap. Like, the cards were not in the right order. Like, it just, everything was max expensive, difficult to do, wasn't getting the movement when I needed it. Like, just such a struggle to do anything easily. And then I'm like, and so which left me in a place where I had to force the tempo because I was too far behind. And like I don't mind taking wounds with Arythea, so it's like, hey, with another mage, I might, you know what, like I can't take this risk. With Arythea and Invocation, it's like, dude, I take 4 wounds. Who cares? I can use one immediately with Invocation. I had 2 heal cards in my deck, so if I was, getting too many wounds, I could make that work. But and then I had the attack 5 that I needed. I take a wound in the assigned wounds phase, great, and now I have, now I could discard that wound, use Invocation, get the red, and all of a sudden, actually no, but I wanted them to. I wanted them. Oh, that was silly. That was a miscalculation on my part because I had already used Invocation, so I probably should not have done that. But that would have had. I could have gotten attack 5. I could have gotten attack 6. So there's a number of enemies I could have killed with attack 6. So yeah, I think I was double dipping and trying to use Invocation twice, but still I don't mind pushing the damage there because even I could kill a Manticore. I would take 4 wounds, but I could still kill a Manticore. I can kill a Crypt Worm. I could kill. The Gargoyle would have been tough. I think I can kill everything but a Crypt Worm and a Gargoyle because I wouldn't have had the fire. No, they would have lost fortifications. I could have killed the Gargoyle. I could have definitely killed the Gargoyle because I could have taken away their fortifications because I had expose and mass expose. So I could have made them lose fortifications. Yeah, I could have killed them all. Except for Medusa, because she's the worst. All right, let me get 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Bam. These go there. These go there. 2 new countryside tiles. And hopefully we don't forget to turn the audio off, or turn the audio on back on this time. We're going to get a keep. We had this tile last game. It was in a different location. It was helpful. All right, we get a keep there. We get an orc over here. Not a lot of fame opportunities, so not digging this all that much. There is a recruitment opportunity right there in that village, so don't hate that. The marauding orc, of course, is the orc summoner. That's always fun. Did I even see battle versatility? Yeah, battle versatility. It's another rage. That's right. There's only 1 rage card in this deck. I don't feel like I saw it in that first round, though. That's weird. That's weird. All right, drawing up the 5. Yes, I saw the deck. I'll reshuffle it. I felt like maybe I grabbed the wrong D deck for a second because I don't remember seeing battle versatility. Excellent. What do we get? We have concentration. We have improvisation. We have mana pull. We have threaten. Can I get a move 4? No, I cannot. Why would I ever get a move 4? It's fine. I'm going to take great start, I think. Nope. I dig this just as it is. Just as you are. Yeah, I'm going to take planning again. I'm gonna take planning again because it is the best card in the world. Planning. What is going on? Tony says that is exactly how Greg plays, and the shirt says it all. Yeah, Tony plays with me in person. This shit happens in person too, man. It's unreal. Joey, you were killing it until you unmuted. You could try pumping in some elevator music and going for a 1322. Madi says you also could not kill Shadow. Yeah, that's smart. Hate that thing more than Medusa. In most circumstances, I agree. Shadow is rough. That arcane immunity is rough. So I'm still 60-70% based on what's in that bag. Like, I think I had to take those odds if I had any chance of actually pulling off the 11-18. So again, at some point you just go with game theory. It's early enough. Take a gamble. I definitely do that in games where I'm like, on camera, off camera, or like I'm gonna gamble, and if it doesn't work out, it's early enough that I don't mind restarting. So what time is it now? So it's 2:10. So we're pretty much an hour in since I actually went live. So that's fine. We're gonna roll the die for Norwas, and and then my voice is gonna crack because puberty's a bitch. And then we're gonna put this over here, and I am actually first this time, so that should help the cause. All right, let's make it happen, kids. Take two. It's just like take one, but better or worse. I don't know. We'll see. I might not get planning the first turn, but that's fine. I will be able to pillage said village. All right, I'm going to play mana pool. Lets me use 2 dice from the source. If it's black, I can produce a mana of any color. So I'm going to use this red to get improvisation. Improvisation is going to let me move 5. I'm going to use this black to produce a mana of any color. Both dice get re-rolled, and I'm going to use that to use threaten. So I'm going to use that to power threaten. Threaten's going to give me influence 5, -1 reputation. I'm going to pillage the village, so I'm going to just take that now, because, you know, pillage. And now I own the foresters. That's a pretty strong start. This goes away. Both of these get re-rolled. Planning will not trigger. I rolled 2 blues because apparently all I do is roll the same color no matter how many dice I roll. And I'm going to draw up to 5. Again, planning doesn't trigger. We get March, Tranquility, Stamina, and Crystallize. Pillaging the village. Already lost a reputation for it. We get March, and we get absolutely nothing in the way of attack cards. But except for the swiftness, which is great because then I can knock out the orc summoners because they're the freaking worst. Forest, hills, and swamps. Excellent. They're great. Norwas! Volky keeps poking me in my arm. You didn't see him, but he was. He was there. Sticking me. All right, we got stamina. It's a blue. There are no blue cards in Norwas's inventory, so that's good. Did I draw one too many cards? No, I didn't. That's just the planning, Greg. Pay attention. Great. I am going to move. Man. I want to keep the foresters, I think. Yeah, I got to get some attack cards because I'm going to need to go through. I don't want to just have this deck and then all of a sudden I need to like siege that keep and I'm not going to have any friggin' attack cards. So I'm going to use March, and Stamina. That's a total of move 6. That gets me here. I know the Forester's going to save me some movement, but it's fine. I can use the Foresters to get into the keep, you know, ultimately. I'm going to reveal this. I mean, I do have another movement card. No, I'm good with this. I have the forest just for the move. That makes more sense. I'm going to reveal this because I am adjacent. It is the shock troops. So they're attacking with a 6, only have 5 armor. And now I'm going to take on the orc summoner. I'm going to play concentration, play swiftness with it. That's going to give me a ranged attack 5. That gives me tranquility and crystallize in my hand. That kills the orc summoner. That's a very needed 4 fame, +1 reputation. Out. And that is the end of my turn. I'm going to re-roll that die. It's a blue. All of that is out. I'm going to do a level up. Invocation. No. Ooh. Kind of like them both. Getting to use some guardsmen. Do I have any influence cards left? I do. I still have promise. All right, dark negotiation. Once a turn to get influence 2 during the night, influence 3 during the day, or dark parties. Oh man, I don't like that offer at all. Well, Blood of the Ancients is interesting. Blood of the Ancients. Gain a wound, pay 1 mana of any color. Gain a card of that color from the advanced actions offer and put it in your hand. Or Blood of Ancients, gain a wound. If you spend a red mana, gain a wound to your hand or discard pile. Use a stronger effect of any card from the advanced action offer without paying its mana cost. The card remains in the offer. That's interesting. So the former gives you gains you an extra advanced action card. The latter gives you the use of one stronger effect. Regeneration is the ability to reuse the foresters. I don't hate. I'm not. That's very helpful. I'm not taking any wounds. I mean, I could go ahead just take 3 wounds next turn, but that influence 2 is really tempting. So I'm going to need 6 to get the guardsman. I do like the idea of getting the guardsman this round. I'm so torn. Or just getting a crystal mastery of the same color as a crystal you already own, or crystal mastery at the end of this turn. Any crystals you have spent this turn to return to your inventory. I don't have any crystals yet. I could do crystallize though to do that. Oh, these are all wild. That one movement a turn is fine, but I do have the foresters. All right, I'm going to take the influence skill. That's out. We're going to add Norwalk's skill to the offer. It is +2 ranged combat during the day and +1 every turn at night. And none of these are obvious. Except for the regeneration, which will prevent Norwas from getting a green crystal. It can kind of balance him out. But if I give him a blue card and a blue crystal, that almost is just as bad. I mean, I guess he wouldn't get a green crystal. I'm sorry, he would get preventing him from getting a green card. There's an argument for all these, dude. I'm gonna get Blood of the Ancients because I don't really take it often, and I think it could be pretty versatile. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not totally against learning. God, this is these are trash, dude. These are not the cards of dreams. All right, Blood of the Ancients, stamina, and promise, planning triggers. It's determination. Where the heck are my combat cards? Yeah, battle versatility is in the deck, and my swiftness is also in the deck. I don't even know how I'm getting to 5 combat. It's unreal. 2. I can use Tranquility to draw a card. My deck are just coming out so bad. I mean, it's it's uncanny, man. If I draw one card, one of these is a swiftness, and one of these is battle versatility. So that's a thing. So I think I just do that. Norawas' turn. It's a green. It's a blue. It's a red. They're going hella slow. Or I just do a weird Blood of the Ancients turn. That probably makes more sense. All right, I'm going to spend the stamina to explore, because I do want to explore. What do we got? It's a keep. It's a deep mine. Well, it's going to jam up that keep a little bit, but that's fine. Actually, it won't, because I can just go back out there. We have another village, and we'll put this keep token face down. So we have maze again. I think we saw this tile last game as well. So that's played. I'm going to gain a wound, because who cares? And then I'm going to pay 1 mana of any color. I'm going to pay a blue to get Crystal Mastery. I draw 6. I need to get another card in my hand. Same colors already have. Think I could do Crystallize, play Crystal Mastery, draw a card, enter and combat all in one turn. Take a couple of wounds. I'm fine with that. All right, I'm re-rolling this die. It's black. Of course it is. End of my turn, I draw one more card because of planning. Crystal Mastery, act surprise. Norwas gets a blue, a white, and a red. They're going really slow. Because I went first. I had 1 turn, 2 turn. That was my 3rd turn. So that's going pretty well. All right, this is my 4th turn. I'm going to play Crystallize. I'm going to get a blue. I'm going to use a blue to power that. I'm going to take a red. I'm going to play Crystal Mastery to get another red. I like reds. What if I take a white? No, I think I prefer the reds. No, I'm going to get whites. I'm going to use that Crystallize to get a white. I'm going to use Crystal Mastery to get another white. That's way more important for me. And I should have the turns to do all this without even using Tranquility for something else. So I'm going to roll this die. It's a red. This comes down. Norwas going very slow is giving me more time to do all this. Battle Versatility and Swiftness. Knew that was there. Norwas goes 1, 2, and 3. It's white. 2 more cards. My turn. I'm going to use the Foresters to move 2. The cost to move into hills is reduced by 1. So that's all I need is to move 2. I lose a reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. We're taking on the Swordsman. The Swordsman are giving me 3 wounds because my armor is still just a 2. So that's 4 wounds in my hand total. And now in the melee phase, I mean, am I trying to block this dude? It's a block 6. Block. That I won't have the attack. I could do it that way. Attack. But then I won't have the influence to get the Guardsman. No, I will. Oh, that's special. Great. What I'm going to do is Determination for block 5. I'm going to power it with the blue. And then I'm going to use Tranquility Sideways for block 6. I'm going to use one of my white crystals to power Swiftness, and then Battle Versatility. That gives me an attack 5, so I've killed him without taking any more wounds. I just kept the one in my hand because I never used Tranquility. That gives me 4 Feign. That gives me a level up. And another command token, which is important. And I already lost a reputation when I entered there, which is fine, right? Because I pillaged, I used threaten, and I seized a fortified site, and I got 1 back because I killed 1 orc. So all of that makes sense. End of my turn. This goes here. I re-roll this die. It's a red. My hand limit's now +1 because I am on my keep, but obviously I have no more cards. Norwas goes 1, 2. He's going to declare end of round next turn. That goes away. I'm going to use this white crystal to power Promise, and then I use that to influence that gives me influence 6. Even with the 1 penalty, that's enough to get the Utham Guardsman. So lots of weird moving parts in that last round, but that was pretty cool. Now I have 1 wound that's going to stay in my deck. This goes away, and I start on the keep, which gives me +1 to my card draw. Norwas declares end of round. I would have had to declare end of round anyway, because all I have was wounds in my hand. All right, done. Yeah, can't even rest at that point. Hansi says, hey there. And then Madi says, yes, what are the answers for the win? It is one of my favorite cards. Cool. Yeah, I've not played it very often. So this is cool. This is one of the things I really love about this game. I played hundreds of games of Mage Knight where it's being forced to look at a card I don't really use and just trying to find a new combo. Yeah, so it could be pretty cool. I mean, going a keep strategy makes some sense. You know, we also have, I mean, going around here is cool. We got a village, so we can like pillage if we need to. Maybe get a spell. I'm still definitely eyeing Flame Wall for sure. And then we siege that keep. I get another keep. It gives me a little built-in keep strategy with some extra card draws. So there's definitely some strong potential here that I like. So I think that's a good goal for the next round, where I can get a spell, murder the the keep, and kind of put a couple more tiles out and set myself up hopefully for an attack against the level 11 city in the second night. That's where like Flame Wave could come in super handy. All right, this goes away. We're going to draw. We have the Utum Swordsman. We have some Thuggies. And we have some Illusionists. Now remember, this is Influence 3 at night, so that's super strong. I mean, I could always buy healing or whatnot. It's going to be a while before I have another command token, but I just kind of liked the way that came together, and it's definitely a strategy I wouldn't always have seen, let alone tried, even if I did see it. But it felt like the thing to do. That's a red, and then I have to re-roll the 2 golds. That's a green and a gold. That's a garbage roll for the first night, but we will have to deal with it. And we're going to add the green card, the blue crystal. These go away. The new spell and the spell offer is Wings of Wind. Love that. And the new thing here is counterattack. Finally, a card that might be very helpful. We're going to ready these. So we're shuffling Norwas's deck, 17 cards in here. I mean, honestly, depending on movement, it might make sense because exploration is such at a premium. Just like get a tile out, see what it is, probably ignore it, and just head over to that maze and stuff. But if there's a mage tower, it might be a more obvious thing. But yeah, getting more tiles, that could be helpful. Ready then. Draw to my initial hand. Look, Ma, I have a hand. We're going to draw 5 cards, 6 cards on my keep. So we have Mana Pull, Blood of the Ancients, Rage. I'm enraged. Improvisation, Tranquility, and Battle Versatility. Well, I have 1 movement card. I can get to that Deep Mine, which I don't hate. Get some crystals. We don't want crystals, especially with Crystal Mastery. What card am I gonna take? I'm gonna take Long Night. Sure, Long Night. Mana Search, Long Night, Mana Search, Long Night, Mana Search. Long Night. Rolling a die for Norwas. He rolls a 3. That's perfect. I go first again. Alright, my D deck is empty. I can immediately get a little bit more life by putting 3 cards back into my D deck from my discard pile. Gain a wound, pay a mana. Yeah, I don't have much to think about here, so I'm gonna... That was green, right? I feel like it flipped. Nah, it was green. Alright, I'm going to take this improvisation. I'm going to discard Tranquility. Hopefully my next skill gives me some wound usage. Maybe I don't take Tranquility. I could drop Blood of the Ancients, but that seems a little insane. I did not get a lot of extra attack. I do have the Utham Guardsman. Do I want to just drop this Rage? How much am I really fighting? Try to get counterattack. Yeah, that yellow is... Mana Search might have been helpful, but I kind of dig this. Hopefully I get... Oh, I'm going to be on that anyway. So I'm going to move 5. I'm going to explore from the keep. That's perfect. Tile I don't care about just totally ignoring for the most part. Just trying to get through the countryside tiles at the top of the deck. There are 3 more of those. And then I'm going to do a move. That's an orc. It is a wolf rider. I'm going to move 3 into the deep mine and take myself a white, a red crystal. I'll probably do Blood of the Ancients next turn. See what I roll. I'm thinking about a white though because of mana pull, but I don't know. Let me end there. I'm still next to my keep, so I'm going to draw 2 more cards. That's a gold. That is trash. A white will let me to reset that though. So it's one of the reasons I was tempted to take a white crystal. 2 more cards, swiftness and promise. If I spend another turn there, get myself a white just so I can reset the offer, isn't crazy. But I really also need to get a move on. There's no blue for crystallize. I probably should have taken a white. Yeah, I probably should have taken a white. The green's helpful. I can take a wound with Blood of the Ancients. I don't have my other wound card out. If I do foresters, get over here, I can start pillaging. Yikes. Hey, that wasn't great. It's a bad pull, kids. Bad roll. I mean, because of course I rolled a green. It's like any color but green. Green! Oh, it's so awesome! So good, man. It's so good. All right, Norwas, first turn of the round. They get a white, a blue, and a white. 2 more cards. That's a bad start. So there are 12 cards left. I don't know if even going to that village makes sense. But that's a move. It's move 4 to get here. We move 6 if I go direct there. I have nothing in the way of move cards. I'm not trying to use influence. So I think I stay where I am, get the white, make sure I can use it on mana pull to reset things here. So I'm going to gain a wound. That's not a wound. That's my D deck. I'm going to gain a wound. I'm going to spend the red I got last turn. I'm going to get counterattack into my hand. Blood of the Ancients is played. Then I'm going to use Tranquility to heal 1, get rid of this wound. That's fine. And then I'm going to drop Promise. And that way I can draw 2 more cards and kind of set myself up just to go directly toward there. And what I'm going to do is grab a white from the deep mine this time, because then I could use that with mana pull, totally reset those yellows, the golds. I think is a much stronger play than moving off of there. I draw 2 more cards. The one thing I have another influence card, which is crap. Stamina is better, except I don't have a blue, but I can definitely get a blue and a red. Don't have much in the way of block, but I definitely think I just moved there this turn. I do want to start going through my cards more aggressively if I'm going to make any use of Long Night. Norwas' turn. Blue, white, green, 1 more, so they've gone through 9 cards. Oh, this gets reset. Training. They have 8 cards left. I need to be more aggressive. Be aggressive, Greg. Be the change you want to be. I'm going to use mana pull, use the white, set this gold and this other gold to any colors I want. I'm going to make them a red and a blue. I have move 6, as I'm going to get a blue mana and a red mana from mana pull. I'm going to make that move 6 that gets me into here, which is where I want to be. I still have a red mana that goes away at the end of this. The problem is I take a random monster enemy. Block 4, it counts twice against swiftness. Don't have any other block. Problem is I won't have the full move 4. Unless I use the foresters. Man, this math is one away from being awesome. I technically haven't used my die from the source, but it's not going to matter because I have nothing that can use green. Yeah, I think it's a mistake to try to enter, because if I was going to enter to get the spell, which is what I want to get, I'm definitely eyeing Flame Wave. What I would need to do is use Foresters for move 2, both of these sideways for move 2, and then I'm left with at most a ranged attack 3 plus. Oh, and I can only bring the Guardsmen or the Foresters. So if I'm using the Foresters for the movement, they're going to be expended. Now, obviously, I could assign a wound to them unless it's something that has, paralyze, and unless that has assassin. But that's not a lot. And if I don't fully block, yeah, I probably just try to get move 4 elsewhere, and then I can move in and bring the Guardsman with me, especially if I face a Manticore. The Guardsman could be super helpful. But at least I've reset the source the way I want it, and it is going to get mana pull out of my hand, which is going to give me the opportunity to draw another card. I'm also going to drop Threaten because these influence cards are crap. Drawing up to just 3 more cards. I'm not adjacent to my keep anymore, so of course there's a wound. Wow. That was a really good pull. So bad. So bad. Well, here goes nothing, kids. That is move 4, and I'll bring the Guardsman. Fine. Norwas' turn. White, green, green. 1 more card. 13 cards, 5 left. So unless this next card is a... Nope. My bad. Math is hard. 5, 13 cards. 4 left is what I meant to say. Yeah, that's right. Math is hard. All right, let's go to the level 4 of the keep. Now, level 4 of the, what option, what I probably should have done, if I was thinking. I could have come here and then backtracked, but I always hate backtracking. Because then I would have had +2 card draw because of the keep. So, that might have been a better strategy, but too late now. So I'm going to have move 4. I'm going to go to the number 4 room in this maze. I'll put the thing there. Obviously, if I don't defeat it, that will not stay. I grab a random monster enemy, and I'm bringing in 1 unit. I'm bringing with me the Utham Guardsman. Sorry, Foresters, don't need you. It is a Minotaur. Great. That's fine. I'm going to use the Utham Guardsman to give me block 4. And then I have battle versatility for block 2. So I blocked him, so brutal doesn't trigger. I take no damage. And then I'm going to use the red to power counterattack. That gives me attack 7. I have killed him. I get 4 fame. There's no change to reputation. Did not happen in the open, and is not a fortified site. So we do not get positive or negative effects to our reputation. And I'm going to get my reward. My reward is 1 flame wave. This will go here. I still have my foresters. All these go away. I'm going to roll that die. It's gold because it's night. And of course, it's all I would roll is gold, gold, and more gold. But we get some flame wall, we get a crystallize, we get a concentration, and we get crystal mastery. Running out of cool things. Yeah, I think long night is going to be fairly useless for me. But I definitely want to hopefully try to siege that. I also want to try to explore twice if I can. Flame wall hopefully is enough to take out whatever is there, because I don't have much in the way of other attack. I've used rage, I've used counterattack, I've used improvisation, I've used blow swiftnesses. Fire attack 5. We have a block. I do want to explore there. I'm going to try to get these tiles off of this deck. But maybe I just move. Maybe use the foresters to move. Again, I can assign wounds to those guys. I don't hate that. But the best part of the foresters is they're such an easy, cheap soak to heal. Norwas, please be red. Oh, that's such a beautiful pull. This goes down. It is Snowstorm. Love me some Snowstorm. Oh, that's a great pull. All right, let me aggressively use some cards then. And then Long Night will trigger because I'm going to have 3 more turns. So that's glad that was a red. It's the only card that was going to give me an extra turn because there's only 1 card left in Orcs' D deck, and that's the only color that didn't make me pull any extra cards. So I'm going to use Crystallize Power with a blue. That's going to give me a red crystal. Remember, this is not revealed because it's night. It's hard to see at night, kids. And then I'm going to use Crystal Mastery, get another red crystal. That's going to give me enough to power Flame Wave. Concentration also can give me a mana token of my choice. And then I'm going to, those are special effects. Honestly, I might just drop Concentration to draw the rest of my deck and then trigger Long Night. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to rest. Those are both special effects. You can do those when you're resting. So I'm going to rest. I'm going to discard 1 non-wound card on any number of wounds. I only had 1 wound, and that's going to be helpful. So these are all on my discard pile. I'm going to roll this. Long Night triggers. That's black. That goes away. I draw 3 cards. I still need 1 more. That determination could be very, very helpful. So since I still need 1 more, Long Night triggers. So I'm going to shuffle my D deck. Put 3 cards in my discard pile. The 3 cards from my discard pile into my D deck, and then I draw 1 more card. It's another move. Fine, I can explore my frickin' face off. I mean, there's a chance I can get to a core tile, which would be really nice for the unit by the end of this round. All right, Norwas goes. He's going to declare end of round next turn. Madi says you can also seize the key first to go to the maze with extra cards. It is also 1 for your movement. Yep. Saw it late, Madi. I probably would have done that. In hindsight, considering the monster I got, it worked out, but that probably was the better play. Yeah, maybe I should check the chat more because I have smart people like Madi telling me how to play the game. That green is useless for me. All that's useless for me. Legit useless for me. So I'm gonna play. Yeah, fire attack 7. Yeah, I can't see why I would need any of that. So I'm gonna have Power March for move 4. That's gonna let me explore here. We have our first monastery. We have an orc. It is a panda Cthulhu thingy. I always forget their real name. I don't even try anymore. So because I'm lazy, it is what it is. That is a diplomacy. That's going to go there. And now I have 2 more movement. I'm going to explore again. We have an orc, a village, a mage tower. That's, sorry, I shouldn't have seen that. It is what it is. Not going there anyway. I mean, very unlikely because by the time I would get there, it'd be day, and day is no bueno. Because again, it's in a desert, so that's move 5 to get in, and there we have ourselves an ironclad. All right, now I'm going to play stamina to move 2. That's going to let me siege this keep. Going in blind. Hope for the best. That's going to cost me a reputation. That's at -1. Oh, it's only the thugs. How nice it is to see some thugs sometimes. I'm going to use the foresters for block 3, and then I'm going to power Flame Wall for a fire attack 5, so brutal doesn't trigger. When you kill the thugs, everyone's happy, so I get that reputation back. I only get 2 fame though, so that's a little bit unfortunate because I would have liked to level up. You know, just is what it is. Maybe I can kill. Ooh. Let me think. Is there a way I can kill those orcs this turn? Let me think about this. Depends on those cards. That is a fire. I mean, that the physical resistance is gross. It's a good spell offer, man. That is a good spell offer. Yeah, I don't have a better way of doing this, unfortunately. So, dead. I got the 2 fame. He's out. We're done. I'm going to re-roll this. That's gold, because all I friggin' roll is gold. So bad, dude. It's like I play it on natural, like, hard difficulty. Oh, wait. I should still have those 2 cards. Yeah, those 2 cards were not used. I just used the 2 movement cards. And I use the foresters. I draw these up. There's an attack. 8 points of damage. I think I kill him, take a bunch of wounds, hopefully get a wound management skill. I only have 1 wound in my deck. 8 points of damage. I can assign 4 there, take 2 wounds to my hand. And I could explore. I don't have a blue, so I can't block them because the offer, the source has just been garbage. It's getting a little frustrating, though. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Nora wants to close end the round. I'm gonna kill the Ironclad, so it's one less thing I have to do next round. I can't block him, so that's a thing. So it's gonna be 8 points of damage. I'm gonna assign 4 points of damage to the Foresters, and then it's, yeah, I think that makes sense. I'm gonna take 2 to my hand, so I only have 3 in my deck. I can definitely start dealing with those as we go. And now I'm going to play improvisation. I'm going to get through all my crystals again, which is also a little annoying. And then I do determination. That's attack 7, even with the physical resistance that kills the Ironclad. Remember, so it was 8 points of damage because they have a 4 attack with the brutal, so it doubles since I didn't block them. They're defeated. I get a reputation. I get 4 fame. I really wanted that level up before end the round, see what I'm dealing with. Before I did that attack, though, I would have spent March to do an explore. That's really interesting. Maybe I'm not killing the Ironclad. Let me see. What are you? It's a cursed hag. Great. Let me kill the cursed hag instead. This goes back. This goes back. Because I could do the cursed hag without taking any wounds, I think. Nope, I lied. It'd be 1 less wound. It would be 1 less wound. I could double wound the Foresters, which I don't hate. I take a wound to my hand, wound to my discard pile. Again, it's double wound the Foresters as poison, so it's only 3 points of damage. So for every wound you add to a unit, you add another wound. It's the only time you can double wound a unit. Who makes more sense? So this card's out because I did the explore. I could take the wounds. Oh man, I can't even use crystallize. What a freaking joke that is. Yeah, I still would have to take wounds. The question is, who do I want out? The Ironclads, or do I want the cursed hag out? With the fire attack I have from battle versatility, as well as flame wave, I think I'll take the 1 less wound, so 1 to my discard, 1 to my hand, and I killed the cursed hag, +1 reputation, +3 fame. I still get the level up I wanted, so I go from 14 to 17 as opposed to 14 to 18. And remember, I had to explore beforehand, so there was, if I was going to explore, I had to do it before I I initiated combat. Again, it's movement phase, then action phase. That's face down. Like having another mage tower there. We'll definitely be eyeing Snowstorm or Wings of Wind. Both of them are very strong. And then we have our ruins, which is going to be face up. It's going to be face down, but face up during the day. So I'll just put it face up now. And unfortunately, we are one tile away from having some elite units join the fun. So I got the 2 wounds from the witch. That gives me 3 wounds total. And that's fine. I did not want to double wound the foresters. That's more of a risk than I wanted to take on. So I'll just take the wounds into my deck. All these go away. My crystal situation is very bad. I do level up though. And he already declared end of round, so it's not like I can do anything else after this. So I can get a siege fire attack 1 or a physical fire attack 1, or I get polarization, or I can take Norwaz's thing. I will take the siege fire attack 1. We add one of Norwaz's. Not getting the good skills, kids. I did not get a wound management skill. I did not get motivation. I didn't get bonds of loyalty from Norwas. So the skill deck has not been my friend. So I took burning power. Norwas' skill that came off is a green crystal and a white mana. It leaves in the wind. So I have some things going my way and some things very much not. I will take pure magic. And that gets added to my deck. Again, everything's getting shuffled. This comes down. We'll get Norwas ready for the next round. It's a white card to his deck, a blue crystal to his offer. Mana Bolt goes away. This card comes out of the unit offer. We get Chilling Stare gets there now, and Decompose gets added to the advanced action offer. So we have Training, Pathfinding, and Decompose. These move down. The new spell is Space Bending. This goes back. This gets put underneath the spell offer. Everything looks good on the camera, so I don't need to rearrange the map yet. These go here. 3 regular units. We have shock troops. I'm still on my keep. I would not mind some shock troops. Of course, I don't have the unit. That would have been an argument. I wound. It would have been risky though. I kind of like the foresters and the Utham guardsmen, but if I could have double wounded one of them and just gotten rid of them and then recruited the shock troops, it's like, well, you know. I mean, it might be an argument to like use one of them now, get them wounded, and then I could just do that anyway, depending on what my opening hand is. The Utham crossbowmen are strong. Bonds of Loyalty would have been unbelievably good skill for me had it come off Norwas's deck, although I wouldn't have been able to take it anyway. If it had it come off the first time I did a level up, that would have been a great skill. Just the ability to get another unit on top of, to kind of jumpstart your unit usage. Let me reshuffle this god-awful source. It's really bad. It's really bad. Rolling. I rolled 2 golds and a black. Yeah, it's one of those days, kids. I got 2 whites and a blue. That looks like a legitimate offer. I got 2 golds and a black. It was not 50% basic, so you re-roll all the non-basic. And that will go there. This gets shuffled. I don't need to use the crystal of a cursed hag. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Matty. Right, because I had 3 from improvisation and then 2 for determination, which I never used. I will take that crystal back. Again, someone paying attention. I love it. Yeah, it's really helpful, actually. Especially if I pull Crystal Mastery early. That's really, really helpful. I would like to draw a fire attack, though, because I got an Ironclad that needs to be taught a lesson about how to treat a lady. One of these days, these boots are gonna stomp all over orcs. Yeah, they're gonna stomp over orcs. I never said anything about stomping over monsters, because clearly the monsters have stomped very hard on my face so far today. Alright, what do we get? Not a fire attack, it's stamina. What do we get? Not a fire attack, it's stamina. What do we get? Not a fire attack, it's swiftness. I'm getting all my cards are so close. That's a fire attack. Alright, I can stop whining, but woof, my cards are coming out. Crispy. Krispy Kremes, kids. What's that mean? I don't know. Don't ask hard questions. That's fine. I don't love the offer. But I can block him with the guardsman. I have 7,000 movement. 7,000. Great start is out. Could take rethink. Could just take early bird. Could take mana steal. Rethink lets me get rid of a bunch of these movement cards. I want them later more than early. Rethink it is. All right, rolling for him. So there's 1, 3, or 6 left. So Norowas is going to take number 3. Nope. Yep, 3 is out. Mana Steel is out. I go first again. That's strong. So when I take Rethink, I'm going to discard up to 3 cards. I can draw that many into my hand and shuffle my discard pile back into my deck. So basically just cycling 3 cards. I want this movement and that wound I will deal with later. We get battle versatility, we get a promise, and we get a rage. Rethink has done its work. And we're going to shuffle these. Nothing I can recruit in a mage tower, which is a little bit unfortunate because I'm probably going to have that extra command token by the time I get there. I'm still going to be very torn between Wings of Wind and Snowstorm. I don't know how I don't take Snowstorm. That siege attack is hugely important. Alright, this is good. I'm first again. That's right, no rush. You slow. You so slow. And I so fast. Alright, what's going to happen? I am going to... I could do this. I could just do range attack 6. And save Flame Wall and all that crap. Oh, I kind of dig that. Again, battle versatility is very versatile. So you have attack 2, block 2, or range attack 1. And then if you power the red, it's attack 4, block 4, fire attack 3, fire block 3, range attack 3, or siege attack 2. I'm just going to need red crystals, though. Really hurting with crystals. But I got a white in there. Lets me save the flame wall for something better. It gives me use of swiftness. Fire attack 1. Oh, that's interesting. So this is gonna be a siege fire attack 1, but then I would still need a range attack 4 or a... Yeah, I would still need a range attack physical 4 to be able to take this out. I get the fire attack. The other thing is, do I just block it for 4 and then use the fire attack 3 from battle versatility? But then I'm using all my crystals. And if I get crystal mastery, that's going to be disappointing at best. And then I'm also going to have to use a block. I mean, I could use the guardsman a block 4. It's not a terrible idea. Don't think I'm facing any monsters. The swiftness probably won't be that helpful. Alright, let me do this. I'm going to move... Am I going to want the influence? Probably not. So I'm going to move 3 here. Gets me there. That triggers an attack from the Ironclads. I'm going to block him with the Guardsman. So since I blocked it, the Brutal doesn't trigger. And then I'm going to power Battle Versatility with the red crystal I have. It saves both my whites and that blue. I don't really need any influence right now, so it just makes more sense to get rid of promise than have it clogging up my deck for a while. And that is fire attack 3 in the melee phase after I blocked it with the guardsman. So this dude's dead. 1 reputation back, 4 fame, gets me from 17 up to 21. Out. Done. I have no crystals again. But thank you to Madi for pointing out that I could have saved that crystal from last round. And I keep trying to take cards into my discard pile that I have not played, which technically is legal by the rules, but not advised. This guy I'm never killing. It's just getting in the way. I'm just taking it over there. I draw it to my hand limit. My hand limit is still 6 because I'm adjacent to my keep. There's that wound. There's a tranquility. And there's a threaten. Let's get all the influence cards in my hand super early when they're absolutely useless. Oh, it is day, so this does flip. Wow. It's another it's the illusionist, which isn't great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull a random monster enemy for the block phase. It's fine. I'll be able to kill it pretty quick, but I would definitely have rather to see some other things. Alright, Nora wants his first turn. It is a blue. It is a white. It's a white. So 2 more cards, blue and a green. So I went through 5 of 18 cards. There are 13 cards left. My turn. I'm going to move 2. Let's siege this mage tower. We'll figure it out once we get there. So we're sieging a fortified site. We lose a reputation immediately. We have to draw a monster. There's no way I can kill this in the siege attack phase. It is a fortified site. I only have siege attack 1. Not going to do it. So what do we get? It is... She's back, kids. She's back. What a jerk. I'm going to use the Foresters for block 3. I'm going to use the Rage for block 2, and then this Threaten for block 6. So that's block 2, so it's block 5, plus the Threaten is block 6 altogether, including the Foresters. So she's blocked. She goes away for the melee attack phase, and then I'm going to... oh, crap, I don't have a red. I don't have a red. So bad, dude. This offer has been awful. My skills have been awful. I do not have a red. So Flame Wall is just garbage. Oh boy. So the question is, I do have a white. So that's attack 3. So I knew going in I didn't have a red. I knew I wasn't getting a red. So the question is, do I use these 2 for move 2? Or I use the Foresters for move 2, but again, I have no block, and I knew I don't have a red. So I could use those 2 for move 2. Or do I hope it's a Manticore? I use the move 2 there. So I do have some new information, but I think I would have wanted that block just in case it's Medusa, because that's the way my day's been going. But the problem is, I can't block it. I literally can't block her. How the heck do I pull Medusa again? That's this game. I mean, this has just been a bad day. I don't think I even try to fix this. I don't have a green, so I can't draw 2. Drawing 2 would make some sense. Healing would make some sense. I mean, concentration would give me access to a red mana. definitely was thinking I had a red. So if I don't enter this turn, I use Tranquility, I can heal 1, draw 2 more cards. I'm still next to my keep. It's a little bit like suspicious, but like drop this threat influence card because what the heck am I doing with influence? I still have counterattack. I still have some good cards. Again, I need reds, but my crystal situation has just been really subpar, and the sources has been garbage for me. I think I do that. I'm going to redo the turn and just try to salvage something out of this video. So I'm going to heal 1. This goes away, and I'm dropping threat at the end of my turn, and I still draw 3 because I'm still adjacent to my keep. So determination is helpful, a wound, and counterattack. That's more like it. Norwaz's turn. It's a white, it's a blue, it's a green, 1 more. My turn. I do the move 2. I keep the foresters around. I come in, surprise this Medusa. I already lost a reputation last time. Remember, I'm pretending that just never happened. And now I can use determination for block 5. Block 6. Or block 6, 7. This is blocked. In the melee phase, I have a counterattack. Since it was blocked, I have 2 plus 2 for each enemy blocked, so that's 4. That's 4 physical attack, and then I have the 1 fire attack from my power surge. Burning power, and that's enough to defeat the illusionist. So that would be 4 fame, gets me up to 25, and then I get another command token, which gives me 6 card draws. Yeah, had I taken stock of my mana situation, I think that's what I do. It's hard to say, like, definitely put whatever asterisk on here that you want. If I was playing not on camera, I just rolled another white. I mean, it's one of those days. I very genuinely probably just restart. On camera, let's get to a city and try to do something. So, all right. Oh. You get 1 more card. You have 2 keeps. What was the next card? Oh yeah. So I've been hurting myself there. Right, I forgot about the second keep. That's impossible to replay. What have I've had 2 turns. That was my 3rd. Woof. I don't think it's gonna matter. In theory, I could have 1 more card that could have only helped me. Didn't take any wounds. I still have my foresters, so we're gonna pretend that I did that. But yeah, Marty's totally right. I keep hurting myself that way. Right. If you have 2 keeps, remember your benefits, kids. It makes the game a lot easier. I don't think it's worth even trying to reconstruct that. I mean, that last turn, it would have given me another stamina. It probably would have let me kill the cursed hag without doing what I did with drawing the 3 cards. Because I think I drew... Oh, this I used to enter. So if I go back to the previous turn, where I had these cards, I had... Man, doorbell again. Hold on 1 sec, guys. All right, sorry about that. Catching him in the chat. I've got to get better. Says Mike. Those city levels are insane. How I completely missed this. Team corner left alone. I moved to restart. Oh, it must be the scouts bringing some cookies. Not the scouts. Let me go back to the last turn. I don't know what the next card was that I drew. I think it was a termination. If I had 7 cards, though, because it was wound, determination, counterattack, I think what it was. That I pulled. So this would have been my 7 cards. I was here. I pulled. Where is that dude? Here he is. If I entered, I could have entered with the rage, the flame wave, and the threat, because I don't have any red mana. I had a blue there. Oh yeah, because I pulled the termination was the first card off. Oh yeah, that would have been a huge difference. I'm gonna go back to that just from an action efficiency standpoint, because then I even even if I do what I did from a standpoint, I'm pretty sure determination was the first card off, so someone can check me on that. If I move 2, I lose the reputation. I had the blue there, so I block 6, and then I just need the attack 4. I wouldn't have had the red. Yeah, I don't do that. I block 3. No, I block 6 with that, and then I have attack 2, attack 4, and then I use the skill and I kill her that way, and then I kill the illusionist that way, and that gives me all the fame. And then I'm on the thing. I put a thing there. Someone just check to make sure it was determination that was next. Madi says you need to start rooting for Medusa. Medusa's been killing me. I'm going to take, literally, I'm going to use that Tranquility to heal. Those are my 7 cards, and then I would add Snowstorm to here, and then I would have another turn, because I already did Norwas's next turn. So, Madi, again, thanks for the assist. Reminded me I had another card. I'm pretty sure the next card off the deck was Determination. If it wasn't, this whole thing's invalid, and I might as well restart, and I'm very serious about that. So, Sajid, if you want to go back and see if I had Determination, you might get the restart you wish for. It is what it is. So now this is my next turn. I'm only drawing 6 because I'm no longer next to my keep, but I did up my level, so that gives me another card. So that's Snowstorm, Wound, Counterattack. We already saw those 2 cards, and then the term Improvisation and another Wound. Holy Wounds. Now the history of the Manticore Mayhem is not that easy to supersede. Oh, this has not been a very smooth playthrough, and I apologize for that. Yeah, I mean, I basically wasted the forest just for block 1, but it is what it is. The source has just been garbage all freaking day long. I can't even fathom what is happening right now. Oh, man, this is bad. I mean, I think I take Wings of Wind. I mean, I'm not really attacking anything. All right, so it's my 3rd turn. I'm not sure what I should check, honestly. I need to know. So after I did a turn where I basically just healed 1 and discarded Threaten. I'm trying to figure out when I drew 3 new cards was the first card I drew Determination, because if it was like I was supposed to have 1 extra card in my hand than I drew, and if that card was Determination, like the whole round plays out radically different. But I think I'm doing a triple restart if it's not Determination, or a double restart if it's not Determination, because I don't want to muddle through if this whole thing is like invalid. Because that seems like a terrible idea. But I mean, assuming it's not a valid, I'm going to do improvisation for influence 3. This is influence 4, 5, and then I'm going to use these 2 cards sideways for 6, 7. My reputation is still at a 0. Again, killing those 2 works really helped. And I'm going to spend the white, and now I have Wings of Wind. So it's something I rarely do. I've done it twice today. This is late D3, or this is the second round. This is the second round. This is the second day. I'm sorry. So yeah, this is round 3. And I have these 2 wounds in my hand and nothing else. I'm gonna put this back. This goes away. I get to roll this die. Please stop being garbage. It's a friggin' white again. I can't even. 4 cards. I have no crystals, but I have Crystal Mastery. The irony. Mana Pull. That's a thing. Man. Can't put a core tile there. Could move 4. That was my 3rd turn. I need to do a 3rd turn for Norwas. Yeah, they went through 9 cards. They have 8 less. Yes, determination was next draw. It has been clarified by Saget. You're the best. Yeah, so that replays. I replayed my 3rd turn because I would have had 1 more card, which would have really radically changed how things, the complexion of this whole game. But if you answered, I missed whether this is D3 or D5. It is this third round, second day. So D3. All right. Yeah, because we have no core tiles on the board. If this was the 5th round. Dear God. All right. Norwas. Red, white, red. That's fine. Has 5 cards left. 6 cards left. Really struggling with my math checks over here. Because they did 10. Doesn't make any sense. 18 cards. They went through 9. They had 9 left. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Tempted to rest. But who wants to do that? My skills have been so bad. My skills have been terrible. Oh, I have to put this. I have to put the core tile there. I literally can't put it anywhere else on the board. Because that's coast. Well, thank you for Wings of Night. Glad I decided to get that. So we're going to do Mana Pull. I'm going to power with a white. I'm going to turn this into a white and a green. I'm going to power Wings of Night. When I play this, I can spend 1 to 5 move points and move 1 revealed space on the map for each what I spend. I'm going to spend 4 move points. I'm going to use 2 of them to fly over here. And then I'm going to use 2 more to explore. We get our first core tile on the board. It is not a city. It will mean elite units next turn. So we have another keep. And we have 2 orcs in my face. And that's probably not good. This orc is a Cthulhu Panda thing. Sagitt says, yes, Tremors, you win card at higher levels. Yes, I meant D2 or D3. Sorry, heavy workday. Mounty says, interacts with spell for the 3rd time. You can't let Trevor pass. Oh, Tremor just came out. Look at that. I did not have the influence, but we will try to get it. I didn't even see it. I'm too busy bemoaning how badly I'm playing and how badly some parts of this are going. And that's it. I mean, in theory, there would have been another time where I had 7 cards here. But if you factor it out and assume that I just didn't play all the cards, the card, I'm looking at the wrong camera now. So you said this camera not working. I'm looking over here. You factor it out. It just ultimately I should have had 1 more card in my routine of cards. I don't think. I think the first thing would have played out. I think that everything would have played out the same had I been drawing 7 cards for those 2 turns in a row, just as a minor point of clarification. So we have ourselves some orcs, and I don't know if I have any more combat. Those 2 things do not get re-rolled. This does. That's now a green. I think I used most of my combat. I would definitely not mind a crystallize. So I'm drawing 6 cards. Crystallize. There we go. Pure magic, swiftness, concentration. Oh, I only draw 6. That's fine. I have 2 wounds, so can't draw any more. These cities are not poking me in the thing. Stop putting things where your arm goes, Greg. That's a red. That's a white. That's a green. 1 more. Norwas is going decently slowly. So pure magic. When I play this fan mana, I can get attack 4. Really bad. I know I haven't seen concentration yet, and not just because I flipped it over. Like I know it's in my deck. So if I get the green with swiftness, I can kill the orc war beast. That's not going to be enough to kill the prowler, however, or the Cthulhu panda thing, whatever. So I think it might be a good time to rest. I do have that siege attack. Ooh. Block 4. 6 points of damage. What's still in my deck? I think it's another wound. No, I healed 1 wound and I didn't take any more. Is it movement? There's 1 stamina. There's a march. It's a march. So I have a concentration and a march and another card. Those are my... Is it Wound of the Ancients? Oh, it's Wound of the Ancients. I have not taken that yet. God, these are awful. It's really bad. The advanced action offer's been bad. My skills have been bad. I don't even have a blue for the block 4. I don't have a block card. Just weltering away in the desert over here. Alright, I'm gonna play this to get a green. Play Crystal Mastery to get a green. And does not make sense to rest. I draw 2 more cards. This should get reshuffled. There's Wound of the Ancients. That's now white. Pure Magic stays. Norwas' turn. He's going to declare end of round next turn. My turn. I'm going to power. You're so bad. I don't want to throw away cards. Like, so stupid. It decomposed and training in the same spot is like just ridiculous. So that is concentration plus swiftness. I'm going to power with the green from the source. That kills the orc war beast. That's 1 reputation. That's 3 fame. That gets from 25 to 28. That's done. Reroll this. I think I go. That's night 2. Rough. I think I try to get in that keep. Get another card draw. Hopefully get a city tile here. Do a major attack at night. Roll this. It's gold. I draw this. And take 2 wounds and wipe him out. Attack 4. fine. Oh, he's got assassin, so I can't even assign that. Ah, so stupid. Can't even assign it. All right, that's fine. I'm going to attack this guy. Oh, he declares it a round. It's fine. My last turn. I'm going to take 2 wounds so I can't block it. So I have 4 wounds in my deck, I think, total, which is fine. I still have tranquility. Hopefully I get a wound using skill at some point, because, you know, I am playing as Arythea. I'm going to play pure magic. I'm going to use this gold as if it were a red, so that's attack 4 in the melee phase. I have this, that's attack 5, and then I will use Blood of the Ancients sideways to get attack 6. This is a special effect. I could use it anytime, so I can think about if I want to use that. I get +1 reputation, +3 fame, gets me up to 31. Now I can take a wound and spend one of my green crystals to get pathfinding. And like, I don't know, is it worth it? I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, fine. I'm more just interested in trying to cycle this. So wound, green crystal, pathfinding. It's a special effect I can do at any time. This comes down into the heat. Well, it's a good card. This is a way, re-rolling the yellow. It's a blue. This comes back. These are done. And 5 wounds in my deck. They're all in my hand. I definitely need to level up, and I definitely need something that uses wounds, or this is going to be a very short day. A block, skill, but then I'm not using wound. But then I'm not using. Then I'm using Blood of the Agents. Yeah, so what Sad just saying is if I use the gold, because I didn't have the blue before, so I was like, I forgot I could block it. So if I blocked the Prowler, Tracker, whatever, I could block 4. That would have been enough to just block it. And then because of elusive, instead of having needed a 6 to attack it, I needed a 3. So I get the 1, and I use both my cards sideways. It just means that I don't get pathfinding, and I have 2 less wounds. I have 3 less wounds. So the trade-off is pathfinding for 3 wounds. Is pathfinding worth 3 wounds? Probably not. Probably not. That's smart. Yeah, I didn't even see it. I just totally forgot about the block was an option. So we'll go back to this. So ultimately, what I did in that last turn, just for everyone to be totally clear, is this was my hand, along with 1 wound. And so what I did was, based on Sagitt's advice, which I am going to take at this point because today is going very bad. So I used the gold that I used for the attack 4. I used it for the block 4. That's a full block, and then I just need a 3 attack, and I can get 3 attack doing that. So I put the 3 wounds back, and then we put pathfinding back. Pathfinding was here, and then we know Into the Heat has to come out next round. And actually, Into the Heat would have come out over here instead. So I'll just put it back on top of the deck. Yeah, I like that. Pathfinding is not worth 3 wounds. No way. Not with my current skills. If I had a skill that was using wounds, I think it could be. But my skills are not coming out great. This is a very not Arythea game, and it's a little tilting. I'm a little tilted right now. Bloody Ancients gives the card to hand. No. Oh, interesting. Right, and it's a special effect. I don't play Blood of the Ancients often, and this is probably why. I don't really know it. So I could have gotten a green crystal back. So it's all right. So if I use Blood of the Ancients, I gained the wound. I spent the green from my inventory. I got pathfinding, which I put in the wrong spot there, and then I could use pathfinding sideways. That's smart. That's smart. So I ended up taking 1 wound instead of 3. I still spent the green crystal, which I should have taken back, and I can block this dude. So I basically got pathfinding and took 2 less wounds. Excellent. All right, so I should have total 1, 2. I should have 3 wounds in my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. I don't know why I have 4 wounds in my deck. Why do I have 4 wounds in my deck? 1, 2, 3. Did I rest early? I might have rested early. I think I did I think the way that round came out, I think I did do a rest just to draw 2 cards. I did some special effects and a rest thing. With an influence card, maybe? I don't know. I have 4 wounds in here. I think that's right. So I took 2 less wounds, and I spent the green crystal to get pathfinding. So I had two crystals, and now I just have the 1. So that will work. So 4 wounds. Something still feels off about that, because I think I just had 2 in front of me at the end of that. But I must have rested early that round. If I ended up taking an extra wound there somehow, someone can let me know that. But at least the orcs are cleaned out. We have a keep. That'll be my 3rd keep, so that'll give me a lot of cards going into the first city, hopefully. But this has definitely been one of those struggle days. This comes down, this comes out into the heat. We're going to reset everything. This goes over here. It's Mana Storm. Training gets added here. We add this here. It's Spellforge. Definitely don't need more cards. A very thick deck right now. Probably too thick. Probably too thick for my own good, because it's going to be hard to get through it all. Yeah, Burning Shield comes out here. We're going to shuffle here. All right. Thank you, Stadger. Thank you, Madi. If we, by some miracle, pull this off, there's going to be major assists from the chat. Because I'm clearly, my head is not in it. Like I feel like I'm walking through quicksand right now. It's one of those days, kids. Turn into solo playthroughs and watch Greg make very bad decisions. All right, we're gonna have a elite unit. It is the Ultimate Mages. Hello. We got the they can only be recruited in the city, so that's a problem. We get the Uzum Guardsmen, and we get the Final Masters. They can also only be recruited in the city. I don't think I'm getting either of those suckers. We are going into N4 to use Saga terminology, which I like. So it's the 4th round, and or I guess N2. So the 2nd night, 4th round. N2, R4. We're gonna bring these back. I'm gonna take Sparing Power. I'm gonna roll. I rolled a 6 for Norowas. I rolled a 4 for Norowas. Norowas is first for the first time this game. I probably had those wrong for a while, but I've been doing it right, I assure you. And I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 6. It's Wings of Wind, Determination, Concentration, Mana Pull, March, and Woundy Wound. You had 3 wounds at the end of the previous round. You healed 1, picked up 1 now. Not sure if... Yeah, I don't know. I can't... I feel like I did it right. I think I just had a wound in there early. I must have rested and just forgotten about it. I don't know. I might have 1 wound too many. So I'm trying to think back to the very beginning of that round. No, I couldn't have rested. I had 3 wounds going in. I healed 1. They got me down to 2, and then I got 1 back. That should have been 3, unless I had 4 wounds going in. I don't know. I can't figure out why I have another wound. I thought for sure I only had 3 wounds going in. Four wounds. I took no wounds from the Orc War Beast. I didn't take any wounds from that dude. Brian Scott just caught the last part of that. Is this bad decisions made badly starring Greg? Yeah, show there are definitely amazing games like that. Keep plugging away. Yeah, dude, I'm struggling, dude. Ah! I haven't had a day like this in a while. All right. Well, Yeah, I can't figure it. I must have had a 4th wound. I can't, because I know I took the 2 away. I took the 3 away, but I only put 1 back. So I must have forgotten a wound somewhere. Someone can remind me in the chat later. All right, Norwas is going first. Green, white, and blue, of course. So 6 cards coming off. So they're down to 13 cards. Hopefully I can get math correct at least from the rest of this playthrough. But blue is unfortunate because they went from no blues to 3 blues in a row. Because, space bending, mana bolt, and mist form. Excellent. My turn. I'm going to try to siege that keep on turn 1. Sure. We're going to spare power. No, I can't. This is so bad. So bad. It's not a good draw, man. It's really not a good draw. The most attack I can get is 4, 5. It's a bad draw. It's going to be 1, 2. If I use the foresters, to get in there is only 6. I think I have to. It is what it is. Foresters. So it's moved. Instead of moving 3 into the hills, it only cost me 2. Instead of moving 5 into the forest, it cost me 4. And I'm going to use a green from the source to get move 6. We're sieging the keep. Hopefully it doesn't destroy me. Oh, it's thugs again. That's fine. You're not so bad. You're not so bad. Great. 6 damage. 6 points of damage is 2 wounds. I could assign 1 to the foresters since I've already used them. I lose a reputation because it's featuring a fortified site. I'm going to gain it back when I kill the foresters, and then I'm going to take its attack of 3, so I'm not blocking it. I'm getting 6 points of damage because it has brutal. And now I'm going to use determination. I'm going to use the Utham Guardsman, and I'm going to use this to get me to attack 5 in the melee phase. This extra power has been huge. My cards are just not coming out well. So that's 2 fame. I mean, the thugs are fine as far as reputation, but having more fame rewards really would have helped my level up process. My level up has been delayed, which has forced me to do things like Wounded the Ancients and stuff like that, just to kind of keep my deck progress going forward. But yeah, I think ultimately we're not in a great spot. The good thing is these keeps are going to help me get through my deck a little faster. So I do have that. So I ended up with 2 wounds, Wings of Wind, concentration, and mana pull. Thugs are out. I re-roll this die. That's a green again. These are done. Who do I want to recruit? Probably something. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 6, and then I can draw. I'll just put the wounds on top of each other, and then I can draw 3 more because I have 3 keeps. So that's 4 more. That's 5 cards there. So 6 because of that, and then 3 more. So rage, stamina, snowstorm, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then another wound. Resting at some point will probably make sense. I did not get a single influence card. Do get influence 3 at night. My reputation is a 0. Getting the Youth Guardsman only cost me 2 more influence. So I probably just rest and hope. Yeah, I think I need to rest. I gotta get these wounds out of my hand. Alright, Norwas' turn. Blue, white, red. That's good. Sagittarius says, I cannot see all the card movements. Sorry, my best guess is that you took the wound from Blood of the Ancients twice. 11-18 you can still do if the assault this night is not amazing. 12 plus you really need a massive attack even during round 4. I keep saying that you may want to keep the foresters and rest next turn. You may need them to assign the damage when seizing the city. You can get knocked out. Yeah, I hear that. No, I mean I still have tranquility at some point, so I feel like I'm just going to be able to heal them up But I just wanted to give myself more options in my hand because I have some very strong cards. So like having more options of what I want to drop is kind of where my head was at. But I definitely see that. It's something to consider. I'm gonna do this, and so sparing power, and I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna drop this stamina because I shouldn't need that much movement the rest of this turn. I do have wings of wind though, so maybe movement will help me get help. It will help prevent me from getting knocked out. Oh man, it's just been so bad. There've been a lot of things that have just not gone well. I'll drop the rage. It is what it is. I have other attack cards. Those are all done, and I'm gonna draw back up to 9. Pathfinding, crystallize, swiftness, and tranquility. Well, there's a tranquility. There's a crystallize. I don't know why I care about the crystallize. Man, I'm so mana poor, which is why mana pull is like so important. But Norwas's third turn. It's a blue, it's a white, it's a blue. You've got to be kidding me. This is bad, dude. This is a really bad game. It's a bad day. We're gonna shake it off and come back in 2 weeks. We're down 15 cards. You have 4 friggin' left. I mean, Norwas just blew through their deck. Absolutely blew it. Blew through it. Wow. Sparing power. Never getting through this deck. Never gonna do it. Never gonna do it. I'm gonna play Pathfinding, power it with the green from the source. That's move 4. The move course of all terrains is reduced by 2 for the rest of this turn. Reduced to 2, not by 2. That's what that's how I played it wrong the last time I used that card. It is Volcari's Camp, because of course it is. That's so bad. Help. Arythea, I have failed you. I have failed your namesake. I'm sorry. Please do not send your ancestors after me. Oh, man. All right, I'm getting rid of this line out. This is coming down. Sparing power, I'll put up there. It's just a cursed playthrough. Volcari's Camp, level 11. That's going to be fun. So we get a dragon in our face, so that's also fun. The dragon in our face lets me know that you love me. The look in your eye says that you'll never leave me. This dragon is what? It is an ice dragon, which is amazing because I have Snowstorm. I'm so ready to quit right now, dude. This is bad. This is horrendous. All right. Ironclad. Awesome. We have level 11 Volcare. What do you get? We get the 2 orcs, 2 Draconum. So the orcs are just all face down until we get adjacent. 2 Draconum. 1 and 2. If I move there, I will not trigger an attack from the ice dragon, which is good, but woof. And then I'm sorry, 5 orcs, 2 city garrison, 2 Draconum, 5 orcs. I knew something felt wrong there. 5 orcs. Bam, 1. Nope, shouldn't have seen that. I'm struggling. All right, 5 orcs, 2 things, 2 cities. This is impossible, I think. Yeah, I definitely needed a mage tower to try to get Tremor. Volcare himself will also be joining the festivities. And we're going to have a die on top of him. I mean, I could move 2 and just start pillaging the crap out of the village. I don't want to kill that ice dragon, but that's going to be tough. I do have flame wave somewhere. I do have sparing power. Norowas was first. This is my 3rd turn, so I have been doing sparing power, right? He blew through his cards. Oh, that was really gross. Great. I'm going to play the stamina. Let me get into here. And I will play Tranquility to heal 1 and heal that up. And that leaves me with 6 cards left in my deck. I'm going to roll this. It's red. These go away. I draw to my hand limit, which is 9 as a wound, because of course there is Blood of the Ancients and Crystal Mastery. And then I'm going to pillage the village to draw 2 more. That gets me there. Norowas. 1, 2, please be a red. It's a green. Norowas declaring end of round next turn. I'm going to play Crystallize, get a white. I mean, I have no access to black. I don't have invocation. I mean, this is really bad. Mana draw can get me a white, though. Get me 2 blacks, though. Sparing powers over here. This is really bad. Crystallize gives me a white. Crystal Mastery is going to give me another white. And then I'm going to Blood of the Ancients and get rid of that and rest. I'll keep all that movement. Draw to my hand limit, which is 9. I have 7 cards there, so that's 8 and 9. Another wound, and I'm going to pillage the village and get pure magic. And March, this re-rolls. It's green. This goes down because I pillaged the village. Norowas declares end of round. Improvisation is the card I never picked up. I'm going to do the sparing power thing, and this gives me a ridiculously large hand. This I'm never going to defeat, so I'm going to take that off the board. I'm going to take this off the board, and let's see what's up. Well, oh yeah, of course I never had. I mean, I'm in the keep or the village. All my influence cards were in the sparing power, so that's why I never really considered trying to even get the Utham Guardsman. So that's a little frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. So we have battle versatility. We have flame wave. We have pure magic. Or we have mana pull. I'm sorry, which I'm going to use to power it out with a white and turn these into a black and a black. So I have 2 black mana available for this turn. We have 1 wound. We have, again, pure magic. We have snowstorm, which I have no access to a friggin' blue. So I can get a blue from concentration, which I will do that. Concentration gives me a blue mana. So I've used mana pull. I've used concentration. We have wings of wind, which I'm going to power with my white crystal and use this other black mana. And I still have access to this red. Oh, so I have Flame Wave. Oh, that's interesting. I need another black mana. Woof. I think this is the better play. Ranged attack. Maybe there's something that can't be fortified. This is all the movement I have. So that could be helpful with Wings of Night. And then we have counterattack. I've already used concentration to get this blue, so I'll put this over here. Pure magic, I can spend the green to get move 4, so that could be even more movement. The thing is, it's going to be 3 movement to get in there across the wall. Nothing else that uses the green. Then I have these 2 influence cards, which are kind of garbage, and I have battle versatility. I'm never doing this mage tower, so that's out. And I don't have really anything in the way of block, so that's not going to matter. So what I can do is to enter, I can use this stamina. So I've used this stamina. I'll put this with the other cards that I've used in a pile over here up at the top. So stamina I've used, threaten I've used, that enters. I don't lose a reputation because it's Volkaire's camp and no one really likes Volkaire. He's a bully. We're going to reveal this garrison, although when I was adjacent we could have revealed it anyway, which I just chose not to. And then this dragon gets added because I did provoke an attack by going across the wall into a space where he was. Because, you know, we needed more to deal with. So the garrison we're up against is going to be a Amhotep Gunners, another Amhotep Gunners. I mean, if I could just survive and get the Flame Wave, this is fine. Oh my gosh, 2 Draconum Summoners, an Ice Dragon. Wolf Rider, Skirmishers, Prowler, that dude, and that dude. They're all fortified because I'm attacking them across the wall, and none of them can be non-fortified. So none of them have like the Orc War Beast thing. Volkaire is attacking me with a blue, so that's super fun. And yeah, so Wings of Night. Target enemy does not attack this combat. You may target additional enemies for 1 move point for the second, 2 move points for the third, 3 for the fourth, etc., etc., etc. The amount of move I can get is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Again, I've already moved in, so I get 11 move. So if you figure that out, the first one's free. 1 move for enemy 1. Let me just get a die here. And I'll get a D12 to show my movement. So I have 2, 4, plus 8, plus 2, 4, plus 4 is 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11 movement. First enemy is free. I spend 1 movement to block the second enemy. I spend 2 movement, gets me down to 8, to block the third enemy, or just prevent them from attacking. This doesn't count as a block for the first counter attack, to be clear. I spend 3 more movement, that gets me down to 5, to prevent the attack of a fourth enemy, and then I spend 4 movement to prevent the attack of a fifth enemy. So 5 enemies when attack. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. So I actually have 1 floater, but I can prevent 5 enemies from attacking. That will not work on either of the Draconum Summoners, which is super gross, and that will also not work on Volkaire because they have Arcane Immunity. But I can prevent both Amhotep Gunners from attacking. I can prevent the Ice Dragon from attacking. And I can prevent... I mean, at some point, this is silly. I can prevent... Yeah, the lack of a better skill. I mean, Invocation would have been so huge. And I never... I mean, if I could have taken out the Ice Dragon early... And then, but like Nora went so fast. I mean, there is a window where if I had gotten It's battle versatility. Gives me the fire attack along with that. I kill this ice dragon, and then I could enter, and it's just a different kind of thing altogether. But the fact that this was the ice dragon here, I mean, I had snowstorm in my hand there, remember, but it just didn't. There was no way that was coming together. That's so gross. And then just pulling 2 arcane immunities. I mean, there's a combination of enemies that I could actually pull this off, but this is not that combination of enemies. I mean, the 2 summoners are just going to be so gross, and I just don't have any siege attack. Unless I just don't use Flame Wall, which is bananas. Then what am I really killing? What am I really killing? Block the skirmishers. They don't attack. One of these guys don't attack. I need 5 more points of movement to prevent somebody else from attacking. There's no way I'm getting that. If I move this black over here, it gives me a wound, but a siege fire attack 8, siege ice attack 8. So that's 1 wound I've gotten so far this turn. If I get 6 wounds, I'm knocked out. That would kill these guys. I can do a fire block 7, which would be enough to. It's just such a waste of that. But if I could block this dude, and then I could add this dude. And then the number of enemies I blocked. So 5 are not going to attack. I took 1 wound, and the number of enemies I blocked so far, and I didn't kill him, I just blocked him. The number of enemies I blocked so far is 1. I have no more reds, which is super gross. Yeah, I need like an orc war beast. I mean, this is not going to be useful. This I'll just take off, and I have this. So all this movement has been spent. For that. This was killed by this. But 5 more wounds is not going to be hard to get to. Yeah, I don't see. Do not see a path. I mean, you're going to get 2 wounds from Volcaire. That's 6 points of damage. I'm getting a wound to my discard, a wound to my hand from the Cursed Hag. I'm getting a wound to my hand from here, and then we're going to get 2 monsters from the Draconum Summoner. The first monster is the worst. And the second monster is the Cryptworm. So that's another 4 wounds. Yeah, I'm going to get knocked out. That's game over. This was not meant to be, kids. This was just a terrible, terrible run. So 1, 2. I mean, even if I assign wounds to these guys, I mean, I could assign this here, this here. I'm still getting knocked out. I can't even do any attacks in the attack phase. So that's all she wrote. I mean, I could do a block 3. So I can prevent this. But this is 10 points of damage because of brutal. So even if I assign 5 and 4, I'm still getting 1. So if I get 1 from the centaur, that's 2 wounds. and then he goes away. That's 2 wounds from the Crypt Worm. That's 4 wounds. Then he goes away. And then 1 wound from the Wolf Rider. The curse tag was blocked. That's 5 wounds total. Bring all the wounds together. And then, of course, Volcaire is doing 6 damage. That's going to be 6 and 7 wounds. That knocks me out. Yeah, there's nothing happening here, man. That was gross. That was gross. 2 movement left from pathfinding. I didn't use Pathfinder to enter, dude. Low movement is a increased movement. I might even suggest moving to the Mage Tower. You may want to keep the Forcers, but Greg, last time you used up your luck with we're 2 games, so now this is where famine hits. I guess Lake right next to him. Or even better, yay. This is why you need Tremor, Earthquake, kids. I mean, not that it would matter, frankly, with all the movement cards and increased movement costs. I might even just move to the Mage Tower. You have 2 movement left from Pathfinding, sparing power. You can heal in the village as well. You had the +3 skill, 2 movement cards sideways, which is giving you Guardsmen. Chance of Manticores. This might have cheered him up just a little if he pulled them. I'm so not cheered up. This is bad, man. Yeah, I could have spent the movement cards to get the Guardsmen. The reality was I was trying to save the movement to do something with Wings of Wind because I just knew it just wasn't coming together. It was really bad. I mean, if this wasn't the Ice Dragon, I think I stay in the keep. I try to kill them, but being the Ice Dragon, I did not have the power. But the other option is, but I knew I already took sparing power, and I knew, like, look, I'm trying to get to a level 18 city before too long. I'm like, and if I can get in there with Flame Wave, but it wasn't adding up. The math wasn't good. The math was not good at all. Because if I can approach from here, remember, like, all that range attack now all of a sudden matters. So I have, swiftness and the range fire attack can actually do some stuff. With the range ice attack from Snowstorm could actually do some stuff, but that's just an absolutely brutal combo. I mean, how I pull 3 dragons and it's the Ice Dragon and 2 Draconum Summoners is it's really dumb. That's really dumb. And then especially Arcane Immunity. If I can get to the point where, great, say I could block all of the dragons and the guardsmen and the gunners, all right, fine. I don't need to worry about that. Now I'm just dealing with the wounds from some orcs and stuff. That's fine. I don't get the centaur. I don't get the crypt worm. It's like I can probably survive there. And then you do a flame wave. Well, a flame wave of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I have this. Then I'm looking at a flame attack of 27. So I have 28 fire attack. 28 fire attack. Obviously, it would have been different enemies, but 28 fire attack's a lot, man. 28 fire attack. This is 6, 12, 19, 27. All of a sudden, that's looking really different because now I'm just down to a bunch of orcs. But it just wasn't. Again, it wasn't coming together. Just not with these enemies. So just again having another unit. If I did have the guardsmen, maybe I can assign wounds that way. That's 1 more wound I go on the crypt worm. I do have a block though, so that probably actually keeps me alive if I had the guardsman, because I could block one of those suckers, assign a wound, assign another wound there, and that leaves me with 5 wounds that I took to my hand. So that probably was an oversight, but then I wouldn't have had. Right, if all my influence cards weren't in sparing power. If I had the influence cards, I for sure am like, all right, great, let me spend the influence to get something. But since I didn't, and I was trying to hoard the movement for Wings of Night, it just put me in a bad spot, because if I'm have the influence cards there, great. I then recruit, and now it's like if I can just survive, I get to 22 plus 5. It's 27 fire attack, 28 fire attack. Counter attack would come in for another 6. I could definitely start clearing out some things. Saget, everyone is sad. Nobody gets what they wanted. Sorry, Saget. No Manticore is very true. Mike says, how many times have you played this, Greg? I mean, I've played Mage Knight a billion. I mean, have I ever beaten this level? I don't think so. I mean, I've definitely beaten levels that were akin to this, where I had enough damage left over that I could have probably easily done this, right? It's just one of those things. Madi Volcaire is the first city, and this level is not a thing. You need to get really lucky. Yeah, I mean it isn't. It depends, because I had so much ranged attack potential that I don't mind attacking them across the wall where they gain fortifications is rough. Again, the payoff of Volcaire and why Volcaire's levels are so much higher is you want to knock out that dragon, and there's several cities where knocking out a dragon before you attack it is a thing. So if I can knock out that dragon, all of a sudden my range attack is viable, and then you don't have to block as much. That could be a really powerful combo. My problem was I pulled the ice dragon, and I pulled the ice dragon when I'm sitting on snowstorm. So all my power just got sucked out of me. I mean, if that's the fire dragon, if I had a dragon where snowstorm is viable, I mean, you're talking a lava dragon, you're talking the swamp dragon. I mean, there's so many. The high dragon's immune. So if I have a dragon that's not ice immune, I mean, even if I had gotten the friggin' Draconum Summoner there, I can wipe them out from my keep, go here. But also, again, a big factor of where this whole round went to crap was Nora West went through 15 cards and 3 pulls. I mean, I had no turns. There was no room to breathe, and sparing power wasn't able to kind of simmer as much. I mean, so there were a lot of things today just went poorly. I played badly too. Don't get me wrong. This was not. I mean, Madi and Saget were both huge and like even giving me some good plays and some window of an air of hope. But from the enemies I pulled, the skills I got, what was in the offer. I mean, I'm sitting there with Wounds of the Ancient, but it wasn't like I was getting, other than, I mean, Into the Heat could have been very helpful had that come out earlier. But if you look at the number of cards in here that I would have preferred, I mean, even Blood Ritual could have been helpful, Dodge and Weave, Intimidate, Chivalry, like those big attack cards. I mean, Agility, it's like great. I can turn all those movement points into ranged attack. Blood Rage, Stout Resolve, Peaceful Moment, Temporal Portal. I mean, all these cards can really add up. Ritual Attack, even, and I'm sitting there with a bunch of movement, Decompose, Crystal Mastery. Like, they're fine. Crystal Mastery ended up being super important because I wasn't nothing. The source was so uncooperative earlier that I had to burn through all my crystals. So I wasn't able to build and amass any kind of stash of crystals there. I mean, there were just a lot of little things. And when you're playing at these levels, like you can have a couple of things go against you, but not that many. Like that even over here, the action and efficiency of like getting that tile is garbage. Because now it's like crap. I have to get there, and I'm facing 2 orcs. It's like that's a lot of turns so it's orc, keep. Now I'm like just super plotting my way along and getting the thugs twice where I wasn't getting the fame rewards. I get the fame rewards, I get another set of skills. Oh, there's motivation. There's invocation. I probably take invocation because now I can discard a wound. I get another black, and now all of a sudden we have a lot more going on over there. It just in that limited instance, like I love motivation, but I probably take invocation even there had I been able to level up just a little bit quicker. But I just kept pulling low fame enemies, and pulling a friggin' Medusa twice today was actually absolutely par for the course. Mike James, not so much as a civil, I don't think. I would say 9-12 is where luck becomes a strong factor. The next big dropping point is 12-18. Yeah, 12-18. You start playing against um against what are those things? What are those things called? Megapolises, like right as your first city. I mean, now you're having the compounding nature. I mean, if you get the red and green city first, like good luck, dude. Like you're gonna have so many wounds. I don't know how you overcome that. That's just really brutal. I will check back for your cards. Going for Tremor and grabbing the Guardsman, I think yields you a more winnable situation. Yeah, you're probably right. I think I felt so behind that it felt up. But I did have Wings of Wind, but I was just kind of like I want to see if I can make that work, and that was I'm 2 wounds away from having a really nice attack with Flame Wall, but that would have also required me not using Snowstorm. If I get again I get one enemy, I get an Orc Warbeast Orc Warbeast have ice immunity. Who can't be the Grim Legionnaires, right? I make a Snowstorm to Grim Legionnaires, get some more range attack there with battle versatility or whatever, and this, but they do have 10 fame. So I mean, there's definitely some enemies that have like the cannot be fortified that could have been really helpful. But everything I pulled was getting the fortifications of those walls. I mean, so it does leave me. I'm probably stuck at the point like I had to find a way to kill that dragon. But if I wait till next round, there's not enough time. If I waited to next round to like just to kill that dragon and then like, oh, I start on the keep, well, I start on this tower, then I have to wipe out all of Beaucair's camp in turn, in the third day, and then I somehow, without any of the benefits of the night spells, and then I somehow have to go and like take down a level 18 Megapolis. Like I just don't think it was coming together. Just did not get the cards I needed for sure. Getting the woman into skills is just brutal. Polarization might have been better for the bad rolls in the source. That just can agree. Tremor and Snowstorm alone probably kill like 5 orcs. Yeah. Because they would have been fortified, yeah. Yeah, against the wall. Yeah. I don't hate it. It's just tough, man. I was just so hurting for black mana. I mean, this is also the thing of like not getting any, getting any artifacts. I mean, well, endless bag of okay, those would have been garbage. There, endless gem pouch, Boa Stars Dawn, that could have been great. Mysterious box. These are, I guess, this was not an artifact. Hey, Horn of Wrath. There you go. How do I love you? Ruby Ring. Yeah, getting something with unlimited black mana, especially when I had that many spells, would have been really helpful. But yeah, just never really had a good artifact opportunity. Having a dungeon, just everything felt like a struggle. I mean, it just felt like a struggle both games. And again, not more so because I just wasn't in the zone. Like I wasn't playing great. And I'm very, very aware of that. So I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons why this didn't go well, and part of that is it just wasn't my day. So clearly, I need to spend more time with this game, not playing Minds of Operation. So, yeah, sorry about the audio issues. Glad everyone stayed through that, and we got 2 playthroughs, both were garbage. I'll be back. Well, we might go again at this one. I'm not going to do 5 times like I did last time. I want to give it a better showing. This kind of fell apart, and maybe I'll take out Volcair's camp, just to make sure we don't end up in a situation like this one more time. But then we'll who do I haven't played with Goldix, although I think Goldix was the last mage I did solo conquest with. So like I don't know, I'll take a look at it. It may be Goldix, maybe somebody else. So we'll come back, do 11-18 one more time, and then we'll move forward. I definitely want to start going through the Tesla scenarios again. Kind of itching to play those for some reason. I don't know. I don't love the Tesla scenarios, but every once in a while I just like really want to do them again. So, it's a total thing. For those who don't know, that's Realm of the Dead, Hidden Valley, Life and Death are the 3, and then you have the Lost Relic, which I used to like. I've grown to like it a little bit less. It's a pretty interesting one, but it's a cool one. Tony says, let's get some co-op games going over Zoom. Yeah, Tony, dude, we're probably not next couple of weeks, dude. I do want to play some more Spirit Island now. I got to get eyes on the channel on Monday, so maybe we can do something. We'll talk. We'll definitely text me. Joey, get $20 super chat. Thank you, sir. Tough beat. Looking forward to the next one. Yeah, me too. This was garbage. And then Saja says, "Woof." Yeah, dude. I love how Sad just insists on I'm spelling wolf wrong. It's like it's one of my favorite things, man. Don't change. That's the Manticore way. That is how you know. That's how you know you're in the presence of evil. Ah! All right, I'm upset. I'm gonna go lick my wounds off camera, not literally, because that'd be weird. And I don't have any wounds to lick, so again, let's just make it even weirder, Greg. Moving on. Tomorrow we have a playthrough of Warp's Edge. Speaking of me playing badly, I played that very badly last time. The second game, not the first. So I'm gonna have to fix that because Greg forgot an important rule, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they attack me now." Well, this is going to be harder. Let's see what happens. And yeah, that was a disaster. So we'll finish that, and then oh, Greg's learning too many games. That's the problem. It's I'm slipping. I'm slipping in my old age here. Wednesday and Thursday we have first playthrough of Veil Wraith on Thursday, and then Wednesday will be my first playthrough with Gasket, the Too Many Bones robot. So you treat it like a Gurlock, but it's a robot. It's very strange. It's part of the zaniness, but I've played a bunch with Gasket. Enjoy it. Probably a Gurlock I'll enjoy more non-True Solo, but I'm going to get it on the channel True Solo at first. So trying to figure out a good matchup with it, because some of them are like cheesily easy. So I'm trying to figure out something that might work. But so that'll be good. Next week I'm out, except for Wednesday. We're doing a doubleheader Wednesday. I'm going to do a playthrough of Reckland Run, and I'm going to do a playthrough of Spirit Island. The week after that, I'm out Monday, Tuesday, but I'm going to do 3 playthroughs, and the week after that, I'm going to do 5. I'm going to make it up to you guys. So just have some things going on next couple of weeks that going to be a little tighter schedule, but still working through the review copies, and we'll definitely keep going back between Spirit Island and Mage Knight over the next weeks ahead. Sagis's sounds are written out very differently in my native tongue. I love that. That's great. Mike James, thank you for the super chat, sir. Always fun to watch, Greg. You were still the master. I don't know about that, but I'll take the compliment. Saturday, I played like 6 games of Warp on Saturday, 3 and 3. Have fun with it. Very neat little game. Yeah, I'm very impressed with Warp's Edge, and not as much with Reckland Run, but I like it. I do like it. But Warp's Edge, it hits a really nice sweet spot with me from complexity, time of play, the flow of play. Like there's something very snappy about it that I really dig, and I'm isn't like I just should have bought it like months ago, and I just didn't. And thanks to Renegade for hooking me up with a review copy now, and very very much enjoying it. I probably need to upgrade my tokens at some point, but I'll probably wear out the tokens I have and push that to the extremes, and maybe Renegade will decide to send me the new tokens. But yeah, really enjoying that one for sure. So yeah, it's a cool little game. So happy to get back to that. And I just Joey just made sure I had the review, not the review copy, sent me the new set of watch. So that's gonna be friggin' awesome. That arrived. That was the package that just arrived. So looking forward to the new set of watch. And then I also Daily Magic Games is sending me the expansion, the campaign expansion to Siege of Valeria, which kind of addresses some of my quibbles about that game. So I'm super excited about that. So like really cool games that I'm looking forward to kind of diving deeper into in the upcoming weeks and months. Saja says Reckland had some missing components. Unfortunately, I'm waiting for stuff. Was kind of sad about it. Oh, interesting. Oh, so you actually bought it? Yeah, cool. I would be surprised. Like it does seem like they're one of the better companies with customer service from what I've garnered. But hopefully you can get that fixed pretty quick. It might be a little harder, based on location for sure. But Reckland runs. It's good. It's a little dice placement-y, interesting flow to it. Yeah, I think I just need to play it more and kind of and get a little more clear in my feelings about that game. But Warp's Edge I took to a lot quicker, so we'll see. There are definitely games that were more of an acquired taste, and Reckland Run I think is going to fall more into that category. But this was great, man. I've definitely enjoyed this day. You guys can all bask in my misery. Well, some of you will bask in my misery. Yeah, these units are garbage. Ugh! Yeah, I mean, even this offer, not getting my influence cards early, this offer was like all cities though. It would have been having something that came out in a keep. You know, if I can get the Amatep Gunners, I mean, yeah, there were just a lot of little things tonight. The catapults. I mean, I'm in a keep. I find a way. I get my influence cards early. Again, they both got buried under sparing power, so that was unlucky. But all of a sudden, man, if I can come in with a catapult with a fire attack, but my mana wasn't there. Just a lot of things were just a miss with this one. They were a miss and then a miss. So like both ways, it just didn't really work. Saja says it'll be perfectly fine. Just some time. Yeah, I've had really good luck with games arriving. It's been a long time since I've had gotten a game without a component. A really long time. I mean, it's definitely happened, but every time, yeah, the company always got it to me within a pretty timely manner. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, even like I know the Victorian pledges, people like all their friggin' health chips were all warped. Mine are fine, so I've been pretty fortunate with all that stuff. I had a little thing with button shy, and they fixed it like right away. Like my sticker was off, but they fixed it. So that's so now I can finally play through the campaign of Wild Tales, which I'm oddly like interested in doing. It's like a silly little, you know, whatever game, but I like the gameplay of that a lot. I put a playthrough of that on the channel a couple weeks back. That was after I jumped in with fishing lessons. Fishing lessons was definitely not for me 100%, but I liked Wild Tales a lot. So let me wrap this up. I'll be back tomorrow. I have no idea what time, but I have already scheduled the rest of the week. So if you want to see the times, you can go on my page and go to the live tab and you'll see what's upcoming for solo playthroughs this week. Or just if you don't see it there, just put a comment and I'll get back to you when I have a chance to go check it. So looking forward to coming back tomorrow with Warp's Edge. Hopefully we can redeem ourselves from playing badly today. And I smell good though because I took a shower right before this, so there is that. So I'm I have a W in how I smell. So my wife will appreciate that later. Maybe you guys won't, but probably you guys won't. But that is what it is. Mike James says we like what we like. Greg, we definitely like what we like for sure. And on that note, thank you for joining me. And until next time, happy gaming.
Son.